Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2. In the first 3.5 hours of video content that we created for this game, you saw us land on this planet, you saw us be able to build a base and then create a mining ship, which we have just here. So if you've missed that, check out that first video. We covered everything from getting ourselves set up. Now in this video, we're going to go from being able to survive to being able to thrive. And in order to do that, we need resources. Now, the problem at the moment is we are missing the resources that we need to finish this, this build. And so this requires 4 metal grids. And if I go and have a look inside here, it will tell me that in order to process those 4 metal grids, I need some cobalt. So I need to go and find some cobalt. If I can find any iron and any nickel, that will also be helpful, and a bit of silicon, because that is what's used for most of the building at this stage. So we're going to go now and we're going to have a little look around. We're going to jump into our ship, press 2 to detach, and we're going to head forward. Right, so our ship is currently empty. It has nothing on... I say it has nothing on board. Let's just go back and deal with that very quickly. There's quite a lot of stuff in the bore dock container, and so we actually want to move that. So let's go ahead and look at... we can put it on both screens. So this one is going to be the base dock connector, and then this one is going to be the bore dock connector. We're just going to move everything across here. Base connector does have a lot of storage. So that is now all in a dock connector. So there we go. So our ship is now empty. All right, so let's head off. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head up. We're going to press space. We're going to go as high as we can. And we don't use any hydrogen doing this anymore, which is nice. We're using the battery power on the ship, and we've got 33 minutes of battery, so we're good. And what we're looking for, and actually we've just found it, we're looking for those little speckled spots. I don't know if you can see it there. We're just going to head back down. I'll spin ourselves around. Alright, let's head back down towards the ground. Can you see those little speckled spots on the floor just there? We're heading straight towards them now. That is ore. There is some here, and there's actually some over there as well. And because we've got our ore detector on our ship, as we get close enough to this, we're going to be able to see kind of just what's here. So let's just have a look. We're going to get a little bit closer. So it's also a good opportunity for you to practice your flying skills. As we do this. And we're going to want to get a little bit closer here. So we can see we're 600 meters in the air. Tells us how far up we are. Now remember, this ship isn't the best. So you're going to have to kind of spend some time getting used to it. Working out how it moves. But as you start to get closer, because we've got our ore detector and it's turned on, it will start to detect ore. So we just have to get close enough. We have to be within 50 meters of the ore. And most ore is going to be less than 50 meters. So we can go down quite close to the floor. Just so we're about maybe 10 or 20 meters up. And then if there is any ore in this area, we are going to spot it. There we go. We've just seen some. There's actually some iron behind us. There's actually some cobalt as well. So this is fantastic. So we've found some cobalt. We've found some iron. We've got everything that we need right here. This is absolutely perfect for us. Alright, so there's the cobalt. Let's jump into here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get to a point where we're pretty close to where we want to be. Alright, so it's almost straight down. Now, if we go straight down, if we look straight down, we're actually going to struggle. Because this ship isn't really designed to go straight down. So we want to be very careful how we do this. We don't want to be crashing it. We don't want to be... going in at an angle that's going to end up causing us trouble. So we can't actually go directly down at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to head at an angle like this. And that's the goal here, because again, if we're at an angle, we're going to struggle. So we're going to back up. And we want to go in at an angle just like this. We're going to hold the right mouse button down. The right mouse button, because we actually want to go in at this sort of an angle here. And we're just going to head down. We're going to bore in at this angle straight down towards that cobalt. Alright, so this is really good. We're going in at a very nice angle. decent speed. All right, and there it is. We found the cobalt. We can stop now because we've got to it. And you can tell when you're at it. All right, just back out a little bit there. You can tell when you're at it because it will change. In fact, it's not the only thing that's there. It looks like we found some iron as well. Quite a lot here. Cobalt, iron, all in the same place. So we're going to press I, go to our GPS, and here we're going to type in cobalt. Sorry, we're going to go new from current position, and we're going to type in cobalt plus iron. And we're going to make that always visible. So that's going to show up on our HUD. It is always visible. All right, so we don't really want too much at the moment because we don't have that much storage. So we're going to just left click now. And we're going to pick up a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Okay. Now we're actually struggling at the moment. I think maybe one of our boosters isn't working. No, it is. But it's just not powerful enough for us at the moment. So, yeah, we do want to be a little bit careful. Alright, we're going to start heading back. We're just trying to make sure that we just got a little bit of cobalt. We didn't want too much, just a little bit at this stage. Just a little bit. We're actually going to head out now. Now, we saw this beautiful vein here of iron. And we do want a little bit of iron, so we're just going to... Oh, that is not us. That is not us. That is actually the ship. It is doing its own thing. Alright, we're gonna try again. I don't think this ship is going to let us back out. It's really struggling, so we're gonna keep going backwards. Alright, so I think we're gonna struggle to get out here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn around. Now here's that iron that we saw. We're just gonna grab a little bit of this iron. And we're gonna... No, well, we were hoping to turn our ship around. Actually, we've just broken a little bit off of our ship, so... It's okay. It's okay. If we can just rewrite our ship. It's only the battery, the new one. So we haven't actually put it on yet. Alright. Can we get our ship upright? That's the key. We've just lost a thruster, but we're struggling, but we're going to make it. Alright. So, lost a couple of thrusters there. That's not ideal. We're going to see if we've got enough to get us back. I don't know if we have. I think we're missing kind of some key ingredients here. This is a little bit too heavy now. And our ship is a little bit stuck. Alright, we're going to try. We're actually pressing forward right now and nothing is happening. So we're really trying to get out of here. we are missing some key components of this ship. Some things that we really need. We've lost them. And so, yeah, this ship, unfortunately, is not flyable right now. And this is a good lesson. It's something that you're going to have to deal with. We're only 600 meters from the base. We're not even that far. We just really want to get back. So what we can do is we can press I. We've got a little bit of stone here. So what we can do is we can put the stone in our inventory. That's the first thing that we can do. And we can get all of that stone. We've got some cobalt. We can put it into the back, into the docking container, just move out our weight. And then this stone, we can just get rid of it. And we can see if that makes the slightest bit of difference. It's allowing us to move. So that we was just ever so slightly over. And now we actually can move. We're able to get out. And this is a really... Now, most people would cut this out and be like, oh, I'm not going to make myself look stupid in this game. I'm not... As a content creator, I need to look good. And so they wouldn't show you this. But this is what's going to happen to you. This is exactly what's going to happen. And these are the lessons that you need to learn from, which is why I'm keeping it in. And, yeah, so we can move to the left, but we can't move to the right. We're missing some thrusters, 2 of them, in fact. But do you know what? We're okay. We're going to go very, very slowly right now. Very, very slowly, because our base is... Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult to connect to this. So we're going to go very slowly. And if we can just get this attached. Again, very carefully. But if we can just get this attached. So I just need to get past the base. Okay, there we go. And then we just need to come down just ever so slightly. Not too quick. Not too quick. And then we just need to head over. Just so we're lined up. It's actually quite a way to go still. So here we go. We can see we're lined up. Now we're just going to come down. Come forward just ever so slightly. Okay. And then... No, we went past it just ever so slightly again. We're almost there. There it goes. Now we're on. Press 2 and we're connected. Right, so we're done. We managed to get back. I don't know how, but we managed to get back. So we got our cobalt and we got our iron. And so that's now in here, which is all we needed to worry about. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and look in our production. We should be able to make these items that we're missing. Now, again, these need cobalt. So if we go to the inventory and we have a look at the refinery, at the moment, it's refining iron. We want to refine cobalt. So we're going to put the cobalt and the iron into the refinery, but we're going to go cobalt first. Now, look, we're actually maxed out. We've got 4,500 iron ore and 6,000 cobalt. We've got so much. And look at how much this is. This is going to make so much for us now. We're going to have an absolute field day with what we can build with this. We've got so much stuff now. So much stuff. And the rest of it, we'll just stick it up in a docking connector for now so it's not on the ship. And yeah, we're in a we got loads of ice that we got from before. And this cobalt and this is all we need. So we've already made those metal grids. They're done. That means that if we come up here now, we can actually finish this build. So all I need to do now is just grab these. So I go to the inventory, grab those metal grids. And now that is built. This is our cargo container. And it's now built and complete. So what I'm going to do at this stage is I'm going to put that cargo container. Okay, I'm going to break it down. Now I've built it. I'm going to break it down. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I actually want to place it where this ship is. So I'm going to have to jump into this ship. So press enter, press 2. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to go down ever so slightly just to gently place this on the floor. Okay, then I'm going to turn the engine. I'm going to park it, press P. I'm going to turn the engine off and look, it's just fallen over. It's okay. It's okay. We're just going to leave that there. We're also going to take off this connector. Now, I need to make sure there's nothing in this connector. So if I check, it's actually... this base dock connector is full at the moment. There's a lot in here. So just need to bear in mind that when we connect the stuff that we're about to move, we're going to run out. We've got 2,000 here. So, yeah, let me just take this off. All right, so all of that stuff now has just gone into there, okay? Now, the problem we've got at the moment is I need to move all of this stuff, so I need to build that connector. So, inventory full. Because the inventory is full, I'm not able to actually build this. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to destroy that, and it's all going to fall down. And that's okay, because now what I can do, because that's on the floor, I can press G, I can type in cargo, I can get that small cargo container that I wanted. And I'm going to grab, while I'm here, a connector. Because I'm going to need to put another connector on. All right, so I press number 8. And again, I can just rotate this so it's the right way round. And I can drop that in and I can add it. So there's our cargo container. Press number 7 and I can put this on the end here. I'm going to just change the color of it. Put it back to that nice grey that we like. All right, and then I'm going to place that on as well. So now I can weld this up. So first of all, I'll make this. And then I'm going to make this. Okay, missing a few parts here, so that's fine. We'll grab what we can here. So by pressing I, go into this local inventory, we'll be able to grab what we can. So just looking at what was missing there, it says we were missing some of these, so we'll take some of that. And I don't know how many more we're missing, actually, so let's just have a quick check. There we go. So that's now built as well. So we've got everything that we need. Okay, so now we're just going to drop all of our stuff off in there. Press I. Double click to grab all of this. Drop it off into there. Do the same thing again. Just grab all of this. Much as we can. Drop it off into there. And again, we're going to do the same thing again. Just grab that and those. Okay, so now we've got some of those plates. We're going to press G. We'll put this this base back down that we had before. That can go there. All right. And unfortunately, we didn't get it straight, but that's actually okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine for me. So that's going to be the cargo container. And everything's now connected. And this cargo container has got 15,000 litres. So a decent amount of space here, which is really good. So now we've got our battery. We've got our the ability here for this to be able to build for us, which is our assembly. We've got our refinery, a small refinery. We've got our cargo box, and we've got our dock connector. So now we can jump back into our ship. We can turn it on. And all we're going to do now is we're just going to reconnect it on the dock. Or we're going to try to. There we go. Press number 2. So we're at a little bit of an angle, but it worked. Then we can jump out. So the ship is there. And the good thing about this, if you dock the ship, you can turn it at an angle. We can actually get to work on it now. So we need some metal grids to be able to put these thrusters on here. So I'm going to press number 5. I'm going to turn this into a slope. I'm then going to do a corner slope. I'm just going to rotate that corner so that it fits where it needs to. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now we have the ability to jump up here, all of these slopes. I can pick up all of these bits now that I couldn't do before, and I can dump everything into here. So now the gun, everything else, the hand drill, all of the stuff that we no longer need or want, can all just live in here. Perfect. I can go into here, the survival kit, and I can grab... can put that in there now to recharge it. So that's done, which is awesome. Excellent. So now we've kind of done everything that we needed to do at this stage. And all I want to do now is I want to make sure that I build the bits that I need to build. So I want 2 of these. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to come up to here, and I'm going to left click, and I'm going to middle mouse. So left shift and middle mouse. All right, it's going to build all of the parts I need now to make this. Okay, still need a few more bits. But the good news is all of this can... we've got enough material to make all of this. So all of that's nearly done. Some more stuff there. Okay, get some more motors. Almost there. That's almost done. Okay, 7 more motors. 7 more motors. There we go. We should have enough now. 3 more. There we go. So that's now built. We're also going to get it up to 100%. Okay, so now that we've built that, let's test this out, shall we? So we've still got our 1, 2, 3. We lost one of the downward thrusts. We lost one of the downward thrusts. So let's just jump into this ship, shall we? And let's see, how does this now work? So if we press 2, we just want to, there we go, orientate it right. All right, look at the speed now that this goes up. It flies up so quickly now. Okay, now we do need it to come back down. And yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time. But we've got 3 hours worth of charge on this now. So yeah, definitely a lot better in terms of going up and down. So that's good news. And there's our base over there. So that's good. So, okay, we can come back down again. We can see that hole that we made. All right. So we know that those thrusters work. They do a really good job. So that's good. I kind of feel like we're going around in circles here. Not able to stop very easily. So let's try and get back to the base. Okay, knowing that we're missing that thruster does make it a little bit harder. So we're going to go and connect that now. In fact, let's just... Wow, this is really hard. Okay. There we go. Let's get this on. Okay, there we go. So just rotate the ship. There we go. And connect it. All right, so definitely unstable still. Needs a bit more work, but nice that it works. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take off this. And we're going to take off this side. And we're going to take off these ones on top. And what we're going to do, we actually have one more here. But we're actually full up now. So what we're actually going to do is put these on the side instead. So going to press G and grabbing our thrusters. We're going to grab these atmospheric thrusters so we can still use them. But we're going to put them here instead now. So I just want to change the color of these. We're going to make them blue because blue looks really nice. And we're going to put 2 here facing the back. So we're going to put 1 and then we're going to put 1 above it like so. So there's 2 there. So now we have 2 rather than 1 because we only had 1 before. And we're also going to do the same on the front here. But we're going to do 1 here, like so. And then we can do 1 on the other side as well, like this. So remember we said we're going to put a battery on the other side? We need to put that on as well. So let's actually get the outline for the battery and we can put that on. So press G. Go to battery. We'll grab that as well. So we're going to do all of the little bits of maintenance that we need to do at the moment. That's what we're going to do at the moment. So... grab that welder and we're just going to weld these ones up. So already we're going to double the power at the front and the back. We'll just do 1 of each at the moment. And then we'll do the same on this side. So let's just destroy this one. And also let's just pick these parts up that we left here. Excellent. All right. Now we need to put that battery down. So we're going to press 8. Press P. Make sure we've got the right color. Make sure we've got the right battery as well. Oh, that's not a battery. That's a cargo container. So we want to press 4. We want to make sure that this battery goes in the same place as the other one. We want to put it in exactly the same place. And ideally the same orientation as well. So we have the lights at the top. Okay, so we're going to connect it to this side here. It's going to go right there. I believe that's the same place. Yep, lights at the top. Perfect. So that's where this one's going to live. So we'll build this. Also, then we're going to be able to put another thruster on the front there. So we'll put that just down here. Is that in the same place? Maybe it's not. It is in the same place, but for some reason, it won't let us connect. Oh, because I need a steel plate. Okay, so it's not that I can't connect it. It's because I don't have the parts. I need a steel plate. Well, I've got a few of those, so that's fine. So let's grab that. And then we're going to put that right there. Okay, so that's going to be our reverse thrust. That's going to get us out of a hole. Oh, we actually wanted that to be blue and it's not, so okay. If we just look at what we want. Got to remember the button to press. It's definitely not that one. Let's go across to here. That's what I want. So if we press Control and P as we're touching something, it will change the color of it to that thing. Shift and P, sorry. Shift and P does that. Now we do want to... I can't remember how to change the color on this. I know there's a way to do it. I just can't remember to change the color. I need to find out and let you know. That's fine. All right, so there's our reverse thrust. Let's put our thrust on the other side here. So just spin that around. Put that one down. So now we have 2 at the front. We have 2 at the back. We also will have 2 underneath. So that will be more than enough. So we're just going to grab that. Come to here and grab all the bits we need. There's not enough bits, so we're going to just get it to make some more. Excellent. So now that's at 100% as well. So we have 2 underneath thrusters now. Oh, we need power cells as well. So let's just grab those. So press G. Say what that's missing. And then we'll craft that up to make it. Just going to make some power cells now. Okay. Now, because of where we are and what we're doing, we want to make sure that there's nothing really on the top. We can move that later. We've got the extra one that's going to go on there later, but not at the moment. So we'll just set that one ready, just with a framework for it. So that'll be the next one. And now we need 2 to go the other way as well. So let's come underneath now. What we're going to do is, if I crouch down, I can put these in here. So I can have one here, and that will be aligned with the battery there. And then I can have one just here. I'm just going to flip it around. Right, so that's going to be our sideways thruster now. We don't actually need that much sideways thruster. So we can leave that there with the light as well. That works nice. Okay, we just need 1 large steel tube and 3 construction. Well, I'm sure we've got that. So let's just have a look. 1 steel tube. Let's just see. I might have what I need. Oh, I need 3 construction components, so I can grab those. Okay. Excellent. And then, if I want another 2 thrusters here, because remember, we've doubled up on all of the thrusters except the left and right at the moment, I can put a couple more here. So I can have 1 here. And again, trying to make sure they're in line with each other, so they're in the right place. I would be able to do this, but I just need to set it differently. So it'll connect to that part there, but it will not connect to this part here. So I'm able to place this right now there. So I'd have to place it here instead. And the reason for this, I believe, is because it's conflicting with another part there. So same with this side. I can build one on this side, but I'm going to need to do it the other way. So if I wanted to do this, just have to flip it around. And then I want to put this kind of here like that. But I'm going to need to build another block to do that. So it's quite easy to do that. I can just simply put a block here. So if I wanted to, just choose the block that I want. So if I want to put a triangle on like that, that's the one I wanted. So I can put that down there just like that. And by doing that, I will now be able to attach the thruster to that. So just like that. That one is now going to be in line with this side. So they're both going to be in line with each other. And I can do the same on the other side. So I can grab this block from here. Again, I can do the same thing. So if you look at where that block is, that block was facing that way. The only problem is if that block gets knocked off, well, it's going to affect this. Okay, so leaving 1 extra gap there, putting that one down. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to ask for the components, and then I'm going to build whatever it's missing. So, okay, that's everything there. So let's have a quick look inside our ship. We're going to look at the refinery. We still have a lot of cobalt and a lot of iron. A lot. So we've got all this cobalt that's being made. Lots of cobalt being made. Lots of iron ore being made. And if we look at production, lots of stuff here being made. So everything's being made at the moment. We've got everything we need. We're not short of everything. We're not worried about anything. We've got a lot of material now. We've got a lot of stuff being made. Just need a steel tube. I think I saw a couple of steel tubes. Yep, there was one there. I don't know if I got any more. I'll have to check. Okay, what am I missing now? Some more motors. So I can grab that. I can grab those. I can grab this. What else am I going to need? I'm going to need these power cords, so I can grab those. Oh, I've run out of space. Just a few more motors. also can start to make this battery. So the new battery is down. That battery's going to start charging, but remember the problem we've got. If we destroy this battery, we lose the power cells. It doesn't matter too much anymore, but just bear that in mind. So we've got the 2 at the bottom here for upward thrust. We've got the 2 going left and the 2 going right. We just need to finish this one, which is almost done. We just need a few more motors, which I think we were in the process of making, but then it looked like we stopped. So for whatever reason, we stopped making... Oh, because we need nickel and iron ingots. So... Alright, it looks like we've stopped making the iron ingots for the moment. So let's just... there we go, the iron ingots are there. Can move those up. Now we're missing the nickel, so we need to go and find some nickel. So we can make some more motors. So yeah, still having a problem there where we need some more stuff. But at the moment, we've pretty much attached everything we need to attach. The only thing we're missing is this one, which just needs a few more motors, that's all. So, in order to make these motors quickly, because obviously we don't want to go out without them, and it's only the motors we need, we are just going to go down here with our hand drill, just for a minute, and we're gonna pick this stone up. There we go, nice and easy. We just picked up that big stone. Oh, all right, and we can just dump that in there. That way. The refinery now, which is doing the cobalt, we'll just put the stone in and we'll do the stone first. We'll also put the this up here as well, the scrap metal, so we can get that done as well. Everything else at the moment's kind of being done, so I think we're in a good place here. We've got the base refinery. Everything else is empty, so that's good. So the small cargo container, we can actually rename that. The small cargo container 3. Actually, what's this one called? Yeah, small cargo container. So we're going to call this base main cargo. Okay, that's what that one's called. Right, and this is going to be base dock connector. O2H2 generator. Yep, we don't need to name that. Survival kit. Yep, it's not number 2. That's fine. They're just 5 wind turbines. We don't need to worry about those. They're so the first one is generating 424. Then the next one's 395, 384, 398, and 414. So they're not all perfect, but they're all close. We're going to take the 5 of these because we don't really need them anymore. We're not going to show them in a terminal. We're not going to show them in a toolbar. We'll leave them on, but we're just not going to show them anymore because we don't really need to. All right. So they're all working. Everything here is working. The only thing that we're missing right now are these. And in order to do that, we're going to need to grab those motors. So I'm just going to grab those now. 2 motors are all we're short right now. So go to production. There they are. There's our 2 motors. Just need a little bit of nickel to be able to get that. And it looks like we've run out of stone. So we'll just put the rest of this that we've got here into this. And we'll just go down and grab a little bit more stone. So there we go. Nice and easy. So we'll drop that off. We'll grab that stone and we'll put it into the refinery, but we'll put it at the front so it does that first. And then we'll do the iron ore and then it can figure out the cobalt, which is going to take ages, but that can just work in the background, so that's fine. All right, so there's one of our motors. Hopefully we've got enough to do the second one. There we go. There's the second one. So now that's finished and built. Okay, so now everything's at 100%. Absolutely everything. Our ship is done. We haven't built this panel, obviously, but that's fine. We can put a little bit of protection around this if we want to. We can start to build out a little bit of armor. But at the moment, let's just jump into our ship. We've got our 2 batteries now that we know of. So battery 2 is actually going to be battery left. But we're going to call this bore battery left. And then we've also got the other one, which we'll just look at here, which is going to be bore. This one's, we'll call that battery right. All right, so we've got those 2. And then this one is going to be, it says here, battery right in 1 hour and battery left in 3 hours. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take both of these batteries and I'm going to call this bore batteries. And it's going to be both of them. Okay, now what we're going to do with the bore batteries is we don't need to show any of these in the terminal, but we are going to show them in the toolbar. Okay, and what we're going to do now is press G, and if we look at groups, we're going to have the battery group. All right, so we're going to bring this down to number 9. Now, what we can do is we can turn recharge on or off. Okay, we can turn recharge on or off. So we're going to click on that. And what that's now going to do is if I press number 9, that is going to change. If you look at my batteries now, they've got... So if I press number 9, I go from a green 2 dots to 2 red dots. And on this side, same thing. If I press number 9, I go from green to red. So if I'm on green, that means it's normal and it's usable. If I press K and I look at my batteries, so look at each individual battery, this one is charged in 59 minutes and this one is charged in 3 hours. Now, if I come out of this and press 9 and then go back in, this one is going to charge in 12 minutes and this one's going to charge in 5. So basically, it is drawing all of the power from the base and everywhere else and is putting that power into these batteries. That means that whilst we're docked, the efficient thing to do is to put these batteries onto recharge mode. If I press K and I look at a battery, you can see that the option for these is charge mode recharge, auto recharge discharge. Now the problem is, and I'm just going to save this before I do it, if I undock, and I'm just going to undock now to show you, my ship is just going to fall to the floor. And the reason for that is because I don't have any batteries turned on. So because there's no batteries turned on, there's nothing to be able to help me. And that means I'm just going to fall to the floor. So you have to make sure, and you have to get into the habit. Don't use P to lock onto a base. Always use these group commands. Get used to these group commands. You're going to use them a hell of a lot. So group commands. We've got 2 to lock, and we've got the batteries as well. All right, so those are kind of set and standard. Now, I always do recharge on 9, and I always, when I go to groups, if I look at the docking connector, I always put the docking connector on 8. Okay, and so that is going to switch lock. So now, I've got my lights, if you like. If I go to my group lights, I can put that on 2, toggle on and off. So I've got my drill on 1, my lights on 2, and then I've got my docking on 8, and I've got my batteries on 9. That's just the way that I do things. You do it however you want, but now you can see everything is charging up. Everything's really good to go. So we're in a good place. All right, next thing I'm going to do just before we head off, I'm just going to jump up on top, and I'm going to take off this gyroscope. Now, the reason I'm going to do that is because if I come on the bottom here, I'm going to put the gyroscope right here. So press G, go to gyro, we'll grab that onto the toolbar. We'll get rid of the rest of the stuff we don't need. And whilst I'm here, I'm also going to take the ore detector, because we're going to move that as well. All right, so the gyroscope's going to live just there. It's underneath. So less chance of hitting anything on top. And now the only thing I've got on top is just this ore detector, which I can actually move onto the side if I want to. So just for now, just to protect it a little bit, and I can always move this later, I'm going to press number 8. I'm going to stick this on the side. We just need to rotate it inwards, and that can live just there. Now, it might not look pretty at the moment, but it's functional, and it needs to do a job, and that's what it's going to do. All right, so now the top is completely clear. The underneath has some stuff on it, but it's okay. It's okay. And we can put a little bit of housing around this just to protect it if we want to. So this would be a good opportunity to get these armored blocks that we've got here. So we're going to grab these armored blocks. Now, we're not going to use... we can use blue for the armored blocks. We're going to put one here. We need some steel plates to be able to do this. So let's just grab some steel plates. We should have an absolute fortune of these. Okay. Now we're going to put one there. We're also going to put one here. So just need to... Oh. Yep, just need to rotate those around like that. We're going to build that there. That there. And again, just makes it look a little bit better. We'll put one there. If you're like me, you'll spend half your time just trying to figure out how to rotate this stuff into the right orientation. Ah, that's not actually correct. So let's take that off. If we do this, that's going to fall. So that's fine. That block was actually the wrong way around. It should have been there like that. Now, if we lose this block, we're going to lose that thruster. So we need to bear that in mind. It's not the best place to put it, but it'll work for now. As long as we're careful and we don't go crazy, we should be okay. So let's just spin that round. Place that one again. All right, excellent. So everything on this ship is now done. Let's go out and get some more materials. And it's also starting to rain, but that's okay. We don't mind. All right, so looking inside the ship, there is nothing in here. The ship is empty, which is great. We do have a little bit on us, but nothing to worry about. All right, so we're going to undock. So again, that is going to be button number 8. But we're going to press 9 as well. Remember, see, we have to press 9. And yeah, there we go. There is our ship. This is our mining ship. We've got our batteries. We've got 2 hours now. So we've got plenty of time. And we know we've got some cobalt and some iron over here. So let's head back. Let's head back over here and let's see if we can mine a little bit more efficiently now that we've fixed this up with the boosters. It's obviously, you can see it's flying a hell of a lot better than it was. Stopping a lot better. We can actually pretty much face all the way down now, and we're not even going to move anymore. So if we do the true test here, true test is going to be pretty much like this. Yep, we're good. So we can suspend in air like this, which is how it should be in a ship. All right, let's make sure we turn our lights on. As we get into this hole, it's going to get very dark, and that's going to help us. So away we go. Again, if I turn these lights off, just so you get an idea, you see how dark it is. I turn it on, it becomes very bright. All right, so here's our iron. We're going to go ahead and farm all of this iron that we found here. Right, now we've actually just rolled over. That's not me doing that. We've actually just rolled over. We are too heavy. We're too heavy. So we need to still be a little bit careful. We need to still be a little bit careful. In fact, one of the things we can do here, because we're kind of stuck at this stage. And let's see, how much are we weighing at the moment? Okay, well, we're weighing about 30. Okay, 37. So let's head out. Find out what's wrong and why we're stuck. Why we can't go up. Okay. Just have a little bit of a look around the ship, see what's going on. That one looks like it's broken. And that one's... No, they're both still there. They're both still there. Okay, so... Just got to figure out why this is struggling to get up. And it looks like we're having a bit of a thrust issue. There we go. So now we're the right way up. We should be able to head out. Alright, so let's have a little look around our ship, shall we? See what happened there. Right, everything seems to be working. Yep, both of those are working. Those two are working. So everything's working. We're still just a little bit heavy in here, though. So again, we need to consider just our weight a little bit. We're still not... See how we're just... If we tip forward now... So look, let me just go up. Now we've got quite a bit of weight on us. Okay? If I lean forward now, I'm not going to press any other button. I'm just going to lean forward. If I lean forward, I get to a point. So just a little bit further. There we go. We start to go down. So we don't have enough holding us up at the moment, which means we need more thrusters. We need another 2. So we're going to have to go for 4. 2 is not enough. So we can go 4 on the back. We're going to have to put another 2 somewhere on here as well. Maybe underneath or something. We'll figure that out. Maybe we can go above. But we need more thrusters. All right, let's have a look at what we've got on us. We've got loads of iron. Loads of iron. Now, we're not quite full. We've still got more space here. We're full there, and full there. I mean, we're almost full. We're very, very close to being full. But yeah, there's still just a little bit of a... Now, once we're out, we're actually okay. There's some nickel down there, which we need. So we're going to come back and get that nickel next. But again, this is an engineering game. It's all about just figuring out what works, what doesn't. And this is why it's really good for you to be able to test this, to get a feel for it, to know what works. Because having a ship that flies is one thing. Having a ship that flies, and it's really hard to slow down, by the way. So just being able to stop little simple things that you take for granted, or that are very easy when the ship is empty, is very different once that ship is full. And so you really need to make sure that as you're moving around and you're changing things like this, you understand just how hard it can be to move. And these movements, they're not easy. So we're trying to make sure that the ship is upright, it's in the right position. We're trying to move it onto that dock. There we go, and we've connected to that dock. And then we're just going to simply press the button, number 8, and we're locked on. Now that is automatically going to move everything from the ship. You'll start to see it moving. There's a bit of stone there. So all of that will be pushed through to the refinery, and then we won't have to worry about it. So it's going to take a little bit of time because there's a lot there. But we have over 10k's worth of iron, and all of that needs to go into the refinery. So if we have a look at the refinery, you can actually see that the refinery's got a lot of cobalt in it at the moment. So if we move all of this stuff across, it's going to take a bit of time. This is actually full now. So what we're going to do is put the cobalt at the back. It's going to take a while to do this. We'll put a stone at the front. And again, it's a bit full up at the moment. So what we'll do with the cobalt for now is we can move that and put it into the main cargo. So we can hold it there for now. And then we can sort of move everything else up into the refinery. So that all works. Get that stone processed, because quite a bit of stone there. And then anything else that we've got here. So there's a bit more stone from the base dock connector. There's some stuff there. We can automatically make it so that we can connect to this and it automatically pulls everything through. And for that, we need to get a conveyor. And we'll do that a little bit later. But as a starting point, this is perfect. So we'll take this, we'll put it all into the storage container, the base main cargo for now. So from the bore, we're going to empty out the bore. That's in the refinery, so that's it. So the bore is now, if we look at this, the bore is now empty again. It's good to go out. And if we look at the inventory, if we have a look at all inventory and look at the refinery, this is just processing away and making as much of this iron as we can possibly make, which is great. Because we've got a bit of stone still. We can chuck that in there so the stone goes through. We'll put the iron in, so that goes next. The iron is now full, 10k's worth of iron there. And we still got all that cobalt as well. So we've got a lot of stuff. Now we're going to go out and we're going to grab some nickel, because we need that. But before we do that, we're just going to finish off a couple more little adjustments. So we'll come down and have a look at our ship. So this is at 95%, okay. This one's at 100. That one's at 100. Okay, we're just seeing if we took any damage on our ship. So everything looks to be in good order, which is nice. So we can just go ahead and build this one. So we're actually missing some material there, so we can go ahead and queue that up. Call out what we need. And then we'll build that. We'll do the one on the other side as well. Remember with the batteries, we didn't do this, but if we press 9 as well, now the batteries are charging, so important to do that. So now we can see they're yellow. That means the batteries are charging up. The assembly should be working, so we can build this. There we go. A few more parts. So we'll get those motors that we need. Okay. And then also we're going to need 2 more of these thrusters. So let's just figure out. There we go. We can put that thruster right there, which is perfect. And on this side as well, we can go ahead and put that thruster right there. So now we've got 4 back, 4 front, 4 left, 4 right, and the 2 big ones underneath. So everything that we need. All right, let's go ahead and call that. Now it says we can't withdraw anymore. So the problem at the moment is we need to make some motors, but we can't because we haven't got any nickel. Nickel's what we're missing. So let's go and grab some nickel. We saw some before, so we're going to press 9 and then 8, and then we're going to go. Just check the ship. Ship is empty. All right. Now let's head out again. Same as we did before. We're going to head back to that cobalt and iron, and we saw there's a little marker. So this is cobalt, iron, and nickel, which is absolutely perfect. You might need to just look around a little bit more before you find this. We've got some ice as well, so we're pretty good. We've got everything we need. So here's the nickel. I saw it. It was just down here. So let's just head down a little way. Just move back so we can see that marker. There it is, nickel. All right, now we don't want to bore down straight down, so we're going to come in at an angle, because again, it's important to come in at an angle with a ship that's not very powerful. We want to come in at a nice gentle slope because it's going to be easier for us to get out. So just coming forward a little bit, seeing if we can find that nickel. It's actually there. All right, so 26 meters down here. Let's drill this hole. And let's head down. So making sure that we are as straight as we can be. That's important. So using Q and E to keep as straight as we can be as we head down. And there it is. Look, we're here already. There it is. There's the nickel. So we're going to start to farm this. It wasn't even that deep. Perfect. Now the problem we've got is we're pretty fat again. So we're pretty fat and we're struggling to move. We're going to try and move back a bit slower. All right, let's have a look at what we've picked up here. We picked up loads of stone. We picked up so much stone. In fact, we want to make it so that we don't pick up stone anymore. That would be even better. So if we can make it so we don't pick up stone, we can move this across and then drop it. It's huge. There's so much stone there. Look at that. All that stone that we picked up. We don't want it. It's a waste. That stone is not ideal for us. We're going to go ahead and just destroy that stone. All right, and what we want is this nickel. This is what we want. So we're just going to drill straight into this nickel. All right, still loading up here. 40,000. Still going. 42,000. 43 and a half. 43 and a half. Okay, we are now full. We are now very, very full. Now we're going to have a problem moving. So we're pretty flat at the moment. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and move out of here. And we're going to see if we can get this ship out. All right, we're actually able to. So this ship is able to move up, left and right. It's okay, it moves. But if we lean forward, we're going to start going down towards the ground. There we go. We're starting to move down. So we need to make sure we keep that thrust underneath us. We need to keep as level as we can. And if we start moving, we'll pick up some speed, but it's going to take us ages to slow down. So you have to bear that in mind. So as we're moving, we've only got the 2 thrusters. We've got the 2 thrusters at the front and 2 at the back. So we haven't got all of them running at the moment. So the ship works, but it struggles a little bit. Okay, there's a couple of other things we need to deal with, and we'll talk about that in a minute to be a little bit more efficient. But for now... Oh, we're coming down really heavy. Wow, okay, I couldn't stop that. I couldn't stop that. So again, this is just, sometimes you just have to understand how the ship works. We're very heavy. We don't have enough thrusters to lift us up. And so as a result, if we press C, we only have to touch down, and then the gravity just really just throws us into the ground. So yeah, just being a little bit careful with the ship. Just touch C to go down, and then straight away press space to try and build that pressure back up in the other direction. And that should work. So, okay, here we go. So we're going to come back onto this dock. Well, we're going to try to at least. There we go. We're on the dock. So first thing we're going to do is press number 8 to dock, and then number 9 to make sure we got our battery on. And that's it. We're on. And so now we've got all of this nickel. So let's put that nickel into the refinery, and we'll get that refining first. Now, we didn't actually get that much nickel, if you look. Only 80, but it's making a lot of this. 4,500 on there. We'll put that in as well. So there we go. Another 3,500 there. We'll grab that. And another 3,000 down there. Now, this refinery is full. So we're going to have to put all of this into storage for now. So we've got the dock connectors, got some stone in it. That cargo there. We'll sort all of this out later. For now, all we're trying to do is get the stuff out that we don't need anymore. So we'll grab those motors because we need them. We've got some stone on us. That was some stone that we had earlier. Oh. So we'll just we'll grab that and chuck it in as well. All right, so there's all of our stone. There's our nickel. There's all of our resources. We've got loads, so many resources now. Like, so many resources. And all of this as well, as we can see. This is all kind of going through. So we'll grab the stone and we'll get that first because it goes really quickly. Now, we're actually full up at the moment, so it's really struggling at the moment. We'll leave the cobalt there. We'll grab the stone. We'll put that in. We'll grab the nickel. We'll put that in. All right, now we're full up. So there's nothing that we're going to be waiting for now. We've got enough to build everything we need. So we'll start with these. These need motors, all right? So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to grab all of these motors. So that one's now built. We'll build this one as well. Again, just missing a few motors. We're going to just make some more motors as well. Nothing producing at the moment, but we're just going to make another 100 motors because we're going to need them anyway, so that's fine. All right, let's grab that. Come to here. Grab that. We've got all the motors we needed. Okay. And then we'll come to this side. We'll build this out. Now, look, we need something, and we could order it from here. But the reason we're not going to be able to get it from here... So if I pressed left click on this... and then I queued this up to build, I cannot withdraw all the construction materials because this is a small grid. I can only withdraw from a large grid, and a large grid is here. So just need to bear in mind that you're not going to be able to pull things through a small grid. All right, let's just finish this off. So it's still making everything we need. Yep, few little things left. Won't take much longer. All good. Just one metal grid. And it'll be making that now. Okay. There. Oh, it still can't make that for some reason. Let's have a look why it can't make a metal grid, because it's making all the motors first. All right, so we'll make the metal grid before we make that. There we go. Now we've successfully got that. So now that's finished. We'll do this one as well. Grab that. Grab any of the bits we're missing. Print any of the bits we're not. Making sure that we go to production and we move this first. So it makes all the things we need and makes the motors at the end. There we go. We'll grab those bits. Okay, there's another one done there. And I do believe we've got one on this side as well. No, we did that one. All right, so now we've got 4 backward thrusters. We've got 4 forward thrusters. We've got 2 left and 2 right, which is enough. And we've got the upward thrusters. This ship is ready to go. We've kind of done everything we need to do to this mining ship. The only thing left now is to kind of just protect it, to give it like a little bit around the outside, and just to protect the thrusters and the other elements, so that we don't hit anything. Now, if we hit the side, we're going to hit the battery first, not the thrusters, so they should be all right. But we do still want to protect them. They're sticking out a little bit at the bottom. The bottom one, not so much because it's protected there, but definitely these ones, they could use a little bit of protection. But overall, even though they're sticking out, this ship is, yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. We've got this mining ship and it's finished. So let's just land down here for a minute. Okay, we want to just heal ourselves up. All right, and we're done at the moment. Our ship is done. Our base is done. So now we can survive, and we're starting to thrive. We don't even need to go down this hole anymore. We can just forget that hole exists. So our starter base is now complete. We've finished our starter base. It's done. This is everything we need to survive. So what we need to look at now is what's next. Where do we go from here? What do we do next? Where do we want to be? Well, eventually we want to go to space, but we're not quite ready to do that yet because we don't have a ship big enough. We don't have enough resources. And so efficiency is really what's next for us. This is our starter base, and it's great, but we want to build a bigger base. We want to expand upon this to make more. And so in order to do that, we're going to need a lot more in terms of materials. So we can start off by putting down a foundation and planning out what this is going to look like. So we're going to start by coming out from this cargo box. And we're just going to come out 2 squares for the moment. Now, you can build this however you want. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but you just need to decide how you're going to build it. So for me, I'm going to kind of build this foundation like this. It's quite a high foundation, but we can build stairs up, so that's fine. But we can decide how this is going to look and what it is we're going to make. So having a look at the progression, if we go down to the refinery, so we built a basic refinery. We've got the ore detector. We've got the drill. We've got the assembler. So the next step for us is going to build a actual refinery, a big refinery. And then we can have these modules. So there are 3 different modules. There is a speed module that allows you to refine quicker. There is a yield module that allows you to refine more. And there is a power efficiency module that allows you to use less power. Also, then we've got things like the small reactor, the large reactor. We've got a warfare reactor. But this is all part of a downloadable content pack. We've got a warhead, explosive barrels, and all this good fun stuff. So we need the refinery. That's something we need to build. Alongside the refinery, we've only at the moment got ourselves a basic assembler. We need to make a big assembler. Once we've got that, again, we're going to have the modules that we can build, but also then we can build turrets, we can build defense, decoys, lots of other stuff that we can start to build. Eventually, once we get established, we can start to build ship printers, and just lots of really cool stuff. Automations, we can have drones that are running around for us, mining, collecting stuff. There is so much we can build in this game that we don't actually have to do anything. But for now, getting started, we have to do everything ourselves. So the next step from here is going to be to build out a better process for being able to bring ore back and then process that ore much quicker. So for that, we're going to build a refinery, which is a big refinery. And also we're going to build an assembly block. Now, an assembly block, there's 2 of them. There's the small one and the big one. We want not the basic anymore, we want the bigger one. Right, now, if we look at these, to give you some context, this is now the refinery. I want you to have a look at the size of the refinery compared to our base. It's huge. It's so much bigger. And it needs 1,100 steel plates. So this is why we didn't build this before, because we wasn't ready for it. We needed more stuff. So, okay. With that being said, we're going to just jump up here at the moment, and we're going to start to plan this out. So we need to build some more blocks. Also, I don't want to build these blue blocks. I just want to build standard blocks. So we're going to just change those. Okay. So let's just delete them. And we're going to build these standard blocks. Okay, so we're going to come out 1, 2, and then we're going to look at what we're going to build here. So this is going to be our refinery, okay? Now, we've got this wind turbine here, and we don't really want to make anything around the wind turbine. So we've come out 2 blocks there, and now we're going to come away 2 blocks this way. Okay, so we're 2 out and 2 across, and this is where we're going to build our refinery. Right, so again, it doesn't really matter how we do this, but the refinery is going to use up quite a few blocks on the floor. So we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then as we place this refinery, just to have a look at it, these on the side here are the module blocks. They're different. So if you look, there's one port. Actually, let's turn it up the right way, shall we? So there's a port on either side. One on either side. There's one on the bottom. And there's one on the top. So there's 4 ports. And on the back are all of the modules. Okay, so we need to be able to attach the modules. So it's important for us that when we connect this to this grid, there we go. Oh, it's really struggling to connect to the grid at the moment. There we go. Okay, so when we connect this to the grid, we need to think about how it's going to look. And that's really what we're looking at the moment, is where does this fit? So we can actually put it whatever way we want. But one of the things we need to consider is having these modules. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have it like this, as so. And then the modules are going to connect on the back side here, up here. All right, and then this is going to be one port here, so one entrance here. And then we're going to build away from this. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a docking port. Okay, and the docking port is going to come into the refinery. But we're actually going to be able to dock this from a bit further away. So we're not going to dock it from here, so that's fine. So what we need to do is we need to be able to have a storage container, a decent sized storage container that we can put all of our storage into. Okay, and then from that storage, we'll need to put stuff into the refinery, and then from the refinery, we'll need to go into the assembler. Okay, so ideally what we're going to want is we're going to want the assembler to go on the end here. So if we imagine we're going to have at the end here, we'll put another block on the floor here. And then if we go into our controls, we want a conveyor belt. So some of the things that we can build here, if you start to look around, is we've got these conveyor junctions. So this allows items to move freely between them. So we can build this, and we can also start to build some pipe work out and some other things. But a conveyor junction, if we build one of these, is going to allow us to move stuff. We can sort out what moves and what goes in what direction. Let me just land on the floor. Okay. So just to show you this again, we're going to have a pipe, like a conveyor tube. And we're going to have a conveyor sorter. So we need a conveyor sorter. So we'll have a sorter. If we want to, we can have a junction as well. And we're also going to have some conveyor tubes. Okay? And that's how this is going to work. So this conveyor sorter, we're going to put this down. And this is going to go onto the door here. So there we go. And it tells you what way a thing's going to go. So there's the sorter. You can see it's got a way in and a way out. That's it. And then 4 arrows. So we're going to go from the refinery. So this is what we're going to do. When we come, we're going to chuck everything into the refinery. Okay, it's going to go into the refinery. So we're going to land on the top. And we're going to dump everything into here. Okay, and that's going to be the first key of how we do this. So once we've done this with the refinery, we're then going to want to sort things. So we can choose what to sort. Now we need an interior plate so that we can place this. We're just going to go to the cargo container, and we're going to grab ourselves an interior plate, and then we're going to come back. All right, so this sorter is going to go from the refinery into the assembler, because we're going to refine first, and then we're going to assemble. And again, this assembler, if we look at it, slightly different to everything before. So we have access port on the front and the back, one at the top and the bottom as well. as well as these module ports. So module port on one side, one on the other, and then we've got another one there and another one there. So again, we need to consider how we're going to connect this. So the way that I would do this is I would actually start with a tube. So we're going to go to conveyor, and we're going to have a conveyor tube. Okay? And that conveyor tube is going to come off of the conveyor belt like so. Oh, okay. And then from there, that is where we're then going to have this. So that's going to connect to the tube like so. Oh, if I can just line it up, that is. There we go. All right, now we obviously want to make sure we've got a underneath. Perfect. And we'll put another one there as well. In fact, we don't need one there. We can use that as a little walkthrough if we need to walk through. Okay, so we've got this big refinery, and it's going to sort into our assembler. So we're going to refine, and we're going to sort into our assembler. And then from there, we're then going to come out again, out the other side. And that, again, we'll put that into a tube just for consistency so it looks nice. That is going to go into some storage. So now we're going to type in cargo. And now we want to build a large cargo container. And by the way, that large cargo container, it's rather large. So just to give you an idea of the size of it, you can see the ports there and the size of it. It's huge. And we want to make sure it snaps. And this is a bit of a challenge, is getting this to connect to here. So we'll keep playing with this, see if we can get it to connect. But at the moment, it's not snapping to this. So maybe we just need to build everything out first, so that it connects. But yeah, this is what we're trying to build. But it's not quite going to connect. So yeah, we'll keep playing with this. We'll get it to snap, and once that works, we'll go from there. So we're going to build out the stuff underneath this as well. So from there to there, we don't want anything on that one. And then this one, yeah, again, just a little bit of a challenge. Let's see if we build this. All right, let's run back here. We're going to just tell it what we need. Right, we need those construction clamps there. Okay, so we've got refinery, sorter. From the refinery, it's going to go into the assembler, and from there, it's going to go into our huge storage. We've got all the parts that we need for this.
Fuel critical.
Okay, so we need to go and get some fuel. We'll do that in a minute. Let's just see if we can connect this. Oh, there we go. That's connecting now. So it wasn't connecting before. There we go. It's connected now. So that is our storage box. As you can see, that is a huge, huge storage box. So just to give you some context of our starter base compared to this base, you can see just how huge this new base is going to be. And we'll actually be able to land on the top. So we'll build all of this out. First thing we need to do is obviously get some resources to build all of this. It's going to take some time. And that's why we've got our ship. Our ship is going to allow us to farm at a much better rate to be able to get all of the things that we need. So, we've got refinery, sorter, tube, assembly, sorter, tube, storage. And then from here, we can build out the main base and everything from there. So that's the next step of efficiency that we're going to play with right now. All right, so let's get it built. What do we need? Let's look at the starting point, shall we? So, all right, to start with, we'll press G. We'll get rid of everything from the build planner. First thing we're going to want to build is this refinery. So let's right-click this. Contents added to the build planner. Let's come across to this cargo container, and we're going to queue up everything we need. And we're going to grab what we can need, or what we can. Now, we're going to be missing a lot of stuff here, and we're going to need all of these steel plates before anything else. So it's making all of the steel plates right now. Now, thankfully, we have an absolute ton of stuff here. So I don't think we need to worry about size or anything like that. We can put the iron into here. We don't need the cobalt at the moment. I believe we've got enough of that. We've got so much nickel. So we can refine. This is just going to refine away. It's going to make all of this for us. And then this is going to make everything we need. So we've got the space. We're not worried for space right now. What we need to do is just get as much of this stuff out as we can. So we just middle mouse wheel. And we're going to grab out a few of these bits and weld it up. Now, the other thing to mention is this welder's a little bit slow. Takes a little bit of time. So if we look at in our production, the assembler, and we look at tools, we can actually build an enhanced welder. So if we actually build that first, it tells us we need cobalt, which we've got, silicon, which we've got, nickel and iron. So we've got everything we need to build that. And we can also do the enhanced grinder as well. So we can add that as well. And we've got all the materials we need. So let's just do our tools. So we've upgraded our tools. And because that's going to make life just a little bit easier for us to have those additional tools. So we're going to put those across here. Now we can just come down to the floor here somewhere not important. And we can just simply drop the grinder that we don't want, drop the welder that we don't want. And now we've only got these main tools. So we press G because we have to go back to our block tools. Our character tools. And we're going to put the welder down. We're going to put the enhanced grinder down. And we've got our enhanced hand drill. So now we've got these better tools. And that means that we're simply going to be able to build quicker. Which is going to be important when we're building bigger structures like this. So let's take out some of those materials. We'll come back over here. And again, this is going to take some time. We've got enough materials at the moment, but we can always go out on another run if we need to. Again, you can watch this if you want to. It's making these plates, but it's a little bit slow. It's going to take a little bit of time. What we could also do, because we want to make these steel plates, is we can take some stuff over to the other side and we can make them on the other side as well. So lots of things we can do whilst we're waiting. We don't have to wait for this. We could quite simply just go out and farm and then come back and it should be done. So again, being more efficient. We need to think about what we're going to need. We've got enough iron ore at the moment. We've got enough cobalt at the moment. So I think we're okay. We could do with some silicon. I think we might, at some point, run out of some silicon. So that might be good to go and get. But yeah, I think we've got everything else that we need. Now, we've got a lot of gravel here, and gravel's absolutely useless. So we're just going to take the gravel out and put that in the main base cargo, just because it's an absolute waste. Same there. Loads more there. We'll take all of that gravel out. So much of it. And in the base refinery now, we can put the iron in here. We can actually put some more cobalt down here, and that's going to refine away. Still got some more up here. We've got nickel. We might need some silicon. That's the only thing I can see us running out at the moment is silicon. So we should probably go out and find some of that. That'll be our next job to do. So this is going to take quite a while to process all of these steel plates. So we're nearly halfway there. But whilst we're waiting, it kind of makes sense for us to go and pick up some of those. We've got these 85 here. There's nothing else that we've got on us at the moment. So yeah, we're going to go out and I guess we've got enough silicon at the moment. We might be all right. Yeah, I think actually we might just be all right. We just need to wait. That poor little assembly thing is working overtime at the moment. We could build another assembly if we wanted to. We could split it so that it does some there as well, just to make it a bit quicker. We're simply just going to wait at the moment. We don't need to rush. We've got our gun. We haven't used it. We've got that as well. We've got our credits, so that's all still there. We've got that data pad. We don't even need that data pad anymore, but that's still there as well. We've got that basic hand drill, so we're just going to take that. We'll run it over the back here with the rest of the tools that we dropped, and we'll just we'll drop that on the floor as well because we no longer need that. Okay. Okay, so again, just collecting the parts that we need. Building up this refinery, and as you can see, still taking quite some time. All right, so what do we need to do? Well, we've got ice over there, so we could go and pick up the ice. We've got enough of that at the moment, though. We do need to start thinking about some more materials. So we'll need silver, we'll need gold. So it's a bit dark at the moment, which isn't a problem, but we're going to wait until daytime. And then we're going to go and look for some more resources. There was another patch nearby. So we were very, very fortunate to get the cobalt, the iron, and the nickel. Those are the core. You don't always find those. We got very lucky. You might just need to go a little bit further out and travel a little bit more. And actually, for the purpose of recording this stream, I'm glad that we didn't have to go too far. We're already an hour and a half into this, and already, as you can see, we're kind of struggling with these plates. It's up to 746 plates at the moment. So, as you can see, just absolutely loads to make. We're going to need only 120 plates for this assembler. So it actually might have been better for us to make this assembler first, and then we could have used it because it would have been quicker than this one. But this storage box, this is going to need 300 internal plates, but it's going to need 24 metal grids. Not too bad, but yeah, still quite a lot of stuff. But this refinery is absolutely the beast. It's the big one, and the thing that we're going to have to do first. So the ship is done. We could spend some more time on the ship if we wanted to make it a little bit better. But at the moment, just 264 to go. Keeping an eye on this and having a look how much we've got. So we've still got in the refinery, we've got loads there, we've got loads there. We've got some cobalt there, we've got an absolute ton of stuff, so we're absolutely fine. We're still processing the nickel. Just looking at the order of stuff and what we need. We've got some magnesium powder that we made there, but yeah, just when you need that first, that's the order of stuff and importance of it. If we look at these steel plates and what they cost, they only cost iron ingots, and we've got an absolute ton of iron now. So we're plowing through this iron, but we've got so much. We're going to start making some more, but we might need to go and get some more iron in the near future because we're actually starting to run a bit low. So it would be a good opportunity for us to go and get some more stuff. We've definitely got enough cobalt for now, but yeah, iron ingots is something we're going to absolutely need. And also thinking about this assembler as well, and all of these parts from the assembler that we can put into here. The motors as well. So it's putting all of this stuff into here. We're going to take all of this out for now. And yeah, let's have a look. So up to 1,000. Everything else is pretty easy. These steel plates were the hardest part. But this is what we're going to grab. So still 454 it says left to go. It's not actually that many, but it's going to make a few extra for us, which is nice. So just 150 left. That's all we need now. So 150 of those plates. Won't take too long to do that. And everything else, again, we've just been checking it, but everything else is looking good right now. So we're just watching our space here, making sure we don't run out. This refinery. Yep, so now we've got everything in the refinery. So the base main cargo. So this is the small cargo in the base. It's not even the main cargo. This is actually going to be the base small cargo from now on. If we have a look at that. So base main cargo. We're going to call this base small cargo. Because now we're building the base big cargo. And this one's going to be the base small refinery. And this will be the base small assembler. So just good to know those. Alright, having a quick look at the battery. Oh, wow, the battery on here. It says fully charged in 2 hours. It does have some stored power. But for some reason, the batteries, the lights aren't showing up on this. So I don't know why. That's a bit strange. It does say that it's working, so... Okay. That's strange. I don't know why the lights are not working. Maybe it's because there's not enough charge in there, but there's a lot going out. So current input is 2 megawatts. Current output is 600 watts. So stored power there's a bit of stored power in there, but the lights aren't working. I don't know why. It's strange. They should be lighting up. At least there should be one lit up, but maybe it's just because we're on our last 25% of power. That's all. Everything's working so hard that hasn't had a chance to recharge it, and also it's draining the batteries, because over here these batteries are getting charged as well. Now these batteries look pretty full to me, so they're pretty good. So hopefully that will start to charge in a minute. But all right, let's see if we got enough. Yes, and we got enough construction. So now we need large steel tubes. So let's go and check the production out. Oh, it says we've got them. They're already done. So now we're on to metal grids. 2 more metal grids. And now we're just going to do the computers. So we need 8 more computers and we're done. There we go. That's it. Everything we need. The refinery is built. Just an extra 100 steel plates for good measure. So there is our refinery in all of its glory. As you can see, an absolute beast of a building. Absolute beast of a building. So we're going to want to connect to this now, which means we're going to actually build a connector on top here. So in order for us to do this, because we want to bring our ship in and connect our ship to this, we're going to, because we don't want to fly in and hit our wind turbines. That's going to be a problem if we do that. We're actually going to build a connector. We're going to build it out this side here, and we'll put some lights on it. So the way that we're going to do this, quite simply, we'll just press G. We're going to type in conveyor. At the moment, we're just going to put a simple right angle on this. So there's a conveyor tube. We'll put that right angle on first. We'll just get rid of everything else we don't need. We're going to use a big one, so we don't want a small tube. So we'll just angle it the right way. So we want it to go this way. Because don't forget on the... we need interior plates. So... yeah, we're not connected to anything here, so we're not going to be able to grab our stuff out. We need to come over. We need to grab a couple of those interior plates. Okay. And also, we want to start getting everything ready for this next build. So we're going to click on that, come over here, and we're going to tell it that we need it to build so the assembly can start to work. There we go. We're going to get everything into production for the next part of the build. Okay, so now we're going to come back up onto the roof. We're going to press 4. That's going to go this way, so we're going to come out this way. And then, press 9. And we're going to put a tube on here, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put another docking arm on. So this will be a connector. So we're going to put on the docking connector, which is number 6. All right, so then we're going to add this. And that's going to go on just like that. All right. So let's build this. We're going to need one of those, and we're going to need one of those. Now, we can add up to 8 blueprints at once. So we're going to come back down. And we're going to tell this that we need all of these parts and also to build it. So let's see if we've got enough to build this out. No, we still need some more parts to build this out. Do we have enough to build this out? Yes, we do. Okay.
Low.
Let's go and top our fuel up. Excellent. How's our hydrogen level, by the way? Oh, we're at 0%, so we should also probably top that up. So let's pop into here. Just grab that. Top it up. Still got an absolute fortune of ice, so we're all good. Get some energy. And already an hour and a half, so we did 3 hours on the first stream. We're an hour and a half into this stream. But we're going from surviving to thriving. Alright, we're good. So we'll just grab out the bits we can grab. We'll head up the top here. Now, I don't know if this is going to let us build this. No, because it's still saying we need some more parts. Let's head down here. Can't build that. We need these construction components, so that's what we're missing at the moment. So let's have a look in here. Go to the production, and we don't need any more steel plates at the moment, so we can leave them for now. So let's put the steel plates at the back. And let's just get these construction components out, because they're kind of what's holding us up. Everything else will just stack on top of each other, and we can build it all at the same time. Okay. Construction components. Oh, I didn't pick them up. Okay, so I grabbed them, but I didn't pick them up. That was my bad. So we'll grab them. Oh, it's because I don't have any space. Okay, we'll grab as many of them as we can. Let's do that first. $71 out of 80, so still got some more here. Excellent. Next thing we need is motor. So coming in here, grabbing all the motors that we can. We're also going to need a few other bits as well. So let's just let's grab these first. We need displays, metal grids. So yeah, going to take a bit of time to get those. They've got a few displays, but we've actually run out. So we've run out of iron at the moment. So we have no iron left. We could have gone and got some iron before rather than just sitting around doing nothing. But we've actually run out of iron. So that's currently where we are. Alright, so that's everything that we can currently do. Let's put this back and let's jump in our ship. Need to get into the cockpit. For some reason I can't see now. You can't see it, you can just use your jetpack, it's okay. Alright, let's jump in. Just checking out our ship and making sure there's nothing in our ship. There actually is. There's quite a bit in the bore cargo, so we're just going to empty that out. So just looking for our cargo here. And here's the dock connector, so let's just move all of that across into the dock connector, so it's not on our ship. And away we go. So remembering we have to do the battery first, so reverse order 9 and then 8. And that's it, we're good to go. Let's go and grab some more iron. So our ship is definitely a lot better now. We definitely could use some lights at the front of our ship, so that's a good lesson. We've got these lights, but we've got nothing on the front of our ship, which is kind of where we need them at the moment. So let's head down, get some iron. Now, interestingly, it says that the iron is here. So let's have a look for that. So I'm actually going to drill down here for this iron. Because I think we got a bit of it before, but I actually think that... I think that looks pretty flat. Yep. Alright, so let's go down at this angle. There we go, look at that. The lights are there, and there we are, straight into that iron. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. So this is what we're going to grab. We're going to grab as much of it as we can. I'm just going to bore straight into the middle of this hole. And we're going to fill this ship up. We have enough power to be able to get out. So we can fill this absolutely up. Oh, it looks like we've actually gone straight through to the other side. So this only looks like it was a small little ring. Okay. Well, we'll grab this little ring. And then I'm sure we'll find some more. You always get it in different sizes. Sometimes it's kind of flat. Sometimes it's in a little bulk. It varies. So you just need to kind of look around. And this is why we don't do a ship that just drills straight down. We want to make sure that the ship that we built is a ship that is able to come down like this. So yeah, all good. Okay, so let's do a little bit more here. Starting to find a bit more stuff now. Again, just trying to keep as upright as we possibly can on the ship. All right, let's have a look. So 1,000 there, 3,375 there. So that is full up. Well, we brought some stuff with us. I didn't even realize that, but nothing we can do about that now. All right, we're full. We're absolutely full, but we have a lot of stone, and we don't want any stone. So we're going to put the stone in our inventory, and we're going to drop it. Now, we just got to bear in mind that we are going to drop it onto our ship. So just be careful when you do that. But look, all of this stone, there's so much stone here. So what we're going to do when we get back is we're actually going to fix this. We are going to create a filter on our ship that filters stone so that we don't collect it. Because that's going to be something that's going to be a little bit less annoying for us. And I'm going to show you how we can do that with those sorters that we just built. We're going to build some onto this ship. Alright, I think we're pretty much full again. So, yep, that's full, that's full, that's full. This time, not really much stone. But yet, we're full. So, let's head back. This ship handles much better now, apart from when you smash it like that. But we've got loads of iron now. And the ship, as you can see, just handles like a dream. So, having those extra thrusters, that extra battery, we've still got 30 minutes on full power. Just make sure we don't crash into the wind turbines, because that would be a little bit sad. And here it is. Here is our base. So, okay, down we come. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate because we are still quite a bit heavy. And even though we got the thrusters on the bottom, I was a little bit overconfident there on our ability to stop. So, again, just got to be careful you don't destroy the ship. Let's just bring it forward a little bit. Again, comes down just really... Got to be careful when you come down. It comes down very quickly. Right, just line this up. And I believe that's it. We're connected. So we're connected now. So we've got to do is press 8. And then we can press 9. Just to charge the ship up a bit quicker. But I'm going to leave the ship connected. And the reason I'm going to leave the ship connected is because then it's automatically going to pull everything through. And this is what we need to do at the moment. We need to pull through this. And we need to charge up the iron first, because we need the iron. It's what we're waiting on. So, alright, we'll get that. We'll jump out the ship. Alright. And also, let's use our new refinery, shall we? So the other thing that we can do now, because we've got this, is we can just take this from here. We can put this into here, look. So this new refinery, there you go. Going to work super, super fast to do that. So that's pretty cool as well. All right, let's go up to the top and see what we need here. So we're going to remove those parts. And we're going to grab that. We're going to grab that. And we're going to grab that. So we've got these 3 builders. All right, and then we're going to tell it what we need. So, still a little bit more we need. Let's see how we do with this. So, definitely those small tubes that we're missing. Same there. So, 20 computers and about 30 or 40 small tubes. Okay, well, we can do that. Small tubes, we'll do those first. And then the computers, we'll do those next. And then what do we need for this next? Displays and metal grids. Well, I think we've got some of those metal grids already, so we'll be able to grab those. We just need 8 more computers, which I don't think we're... Yep, we are still making them. There we go. That's all of the components for this. So now we'll be able to build this with this and then this. And now we have a new docking connector. So we can actually dock our ship on here in the future. And we can refine everything into the main refinery. All right, but to do that, we need to build this assembler. So that needs the displays still. So let me just check. Nothing planning to be built right now. So we'll come over to here. And we'll just pull out what we need. Cannot withdraw 83 computers. So we're still waiting on these computers. That's all we're missing. Lots of computers in this assembly. But they're going to go really quick. So we're just going to wait for those. We don't actually need anything else that's lining up to be produced. It's just these computers now and nothing else. We don't have enough iron to do all of this, but unfortunately we do have some more iron coming in, so that's pretty cool. So we'll chuck all of that iron into there, so we get the iron coming through. We just need 8 more computers. I think we're actually going to have enough. Let's check. No, we do. We need 4 more. Okay. There we go. So there's all of our computers, which means that this is now also built. Awesome. So we're just going to build this tube, and then we're going to build... okay, we just need 19 constructions, so just a few little bits, and 5 small steel tubes. That won't take long at all. Alright, so we can get this one done. No, we're still waiting on those parts. Okay. So it's waiting on iron ingots. That's what it's missing at the moment. Okay. It's making iron ingots, so that's okay. So... okay, it's waiting on iron ingots, but it says it's got some iron ingots, so it just needs them into here. So I guess, why won't it move them up? Okay. Okay, that's strange. It says it needs iron ingots. It's actually got the iron ingots. It's got everything that it needs. Huh. That's very strange. Let's just stop that, shall we? Okay. Small base assembler. It's missing iron ingots, but they're there. Is it just not enough? I mean, that looks like loads. You can't tell me there's not enough iron. We'll take the cobalt out for a minute. Just so we can make sure we can get all of that iron in. We got enough silicon? Yeah, we've got enough silicon. We've got enough nickel for now. Huh. Very strange. Okay, let's... Why is the production not working? That's... oh, because I'm on the big assembler. It's because I'm on the big assembler and not the small assembler. Sorry, that makes so much more sense as to why that wasn't working. It's because it's not connected, that's why. Alright, sorry, my bad. It's obviously getting quite tired here. I was thinking to myself, it makes no sense why that's not making those parts, because I've got everything I need. So it's because this is connected, it's trying to use the big one rather than the small one. So we'll fix that in a minute once it's all connected up. We're actually going to get rid of this one. So in fact, this refinery, the small one's going to go. This was just a starter. It served its purpose. We actually don't need it anymore. So as soon as we've built this new production line, just need some small steel tubes now. So, all right, let's have a look. What do I need? All right, I need to finish off that. I need to build that. I need to build that. Okay. They're the 3 things that I need to build right now. So, let's just do this right, shall we? So, we're going to tell it what we need. But is it going to put it into the small assembler? No, it didn't. It put it in the big one. So, again, we want it in the small assembler, not the big one. So, yeah. We need 55 small tubes. All right, so let's just do that. So, small assembler. Well, we can see what it's ordered here. Look, 55 tubes. So we just need 55 tubes. So, all right, and then we look in the big assembler. We need 50 interior. So we'll do that in the small one for now. So do that. Big assembler, we need 120. Or we need 20 computers. All right, so 20 computers. I think that was 120 of those. Yep, that was. We need 2 motors. So let's just do 20 motors, so we've got some spare. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that we're going to need. So, all right. Let's build that. And then we can build this. And we need those construction tubes for that. All right. But at least this is now built. So the refinery is now built. And all we need to do is build the connectors for this. So, unfortunately, to build this, we need those constructions. We need 100 of these. That's quite a lot. So if we go over to production, go over to the base assembler, it's making them for us, but it's going to take quite a while. But we've definitely got enough. So we've got 2,000 iron. We only need 250 for this. So we've got more than enough. All right, so we can remove that. And we're going to tell it that we want to build this one. Yep, and we want to build this one. So that's all of the parts that we need to build these 2. All right, we're going to request this. And it's going to tell us what it needs. So if we go to production, look at the assembler, we're just going to get those out of the main assembler for now. Because we can't use the main assembler for now. And that base assembler is almost finished, so this is good. All right, so perfect. All right, so this is now working. This is now working. So what we can do at this point is we can take everything in this refinery that we've got. So let's do that now. So we're going to take, and there's quite a lot of stuff here. In fact, the easiest way for us to do this, the absolute easiest way for us to do this is just going to be to connect it up. Because if we can connect it up quickly... Oh, we need interior plate right now. So let's just grab these interior plates. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a corner piece. So go to all blocks. Grab that corner conveyor, which is just here. Put that there. Okay. So, removing everything else, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we're going to order those parts. They've now been successfully ordered. We need 20 construction and 12 steel tubes. All right. It says the assembler is currently working, which is interesting because we don't have anything going through these pipes yet. All right, 20 construction material. So production, small assembler, and we just want to make 20 of these. Okay, and then we need to make some small pipes as well, I think it said, which is 12 small steel tubes. Okay, so... We'll make those in the small assembler, so we'll make 20 of those. $13 interior plates. Oh. So again, production, we're going to go to the small assembler. We're just going to make 100 internal plates. 100 construction computers, so we'll make those as well. So again, we'll use a small one to do that. So 100 construction computers, 100 small tubes, 50 motors. That'll be enough. And then we'll go small, and we'll go... Oh, we'll just do 100 of each. There we go. We've got 100 of each there, so that should be more than enough. So we'll just do the interior plates. All right, this is just temporary for now. It's a temporary fix. Okay. Okay, so now we need the small tubes for those. And just the rest of the piping for this, which is almost done. 18 more of those. Okay. So last 3 of those now. And now just these small steel tubes. It does take a while. I think it's making small steel tubes. Let's just check. Production. Small assembler. No, it's not. So, okay, we want to make 100 small tubes. We'll make those first. Small steel tubes. That is what we needed. So. Okay. And then this will connect up. There we go, all components. Hey, now it's all green. So it's gone from yellow to green now, which means that is connected and are now working. All right, so now we've got the big refinery going. So that's going to refine all the stuff we need to refine. Great. That also means that we can now remove the small assembler because we've now got the big assembler. So let's just remove these 2 parts. We're going to remove this assembler first. All right, and we're going to remove this refiner as well. Now,
Energy low.
oh, we're fine. All right. So now what we've got to do is chuck everything from in here and in here. So we just press I, local search, and just drag this across. We could have dumped all this out before we did this. It would have been a lot easier, but, you know, I was kind of keen to just get it all crossed. Okay. Oh, wow, loads of stuff on here. Put all that in there. And now we've got rid of the basic gear, and we've now got the more advanced gear. So, yeah. Already looking so much better, so much happier. So, all good. All good so far. Okay, what do we do next? So, we've got already the cargo that's here, and we've piped it up. We didn't quite need to do this, but that's fine, because we're going to have this. This is going to become our little living quarters, and then this is going to be our construction area. So, we're going to keep it as it is, but we're just going to adjust this slightly in the near future. So, at the moment, what we've got is we're going to dock up there. And that way we don't have to come down here anymore. And we're going to be able to do everything from over there. So, let's have a look and see what we're missing, shall we? So we need to build now. Let's get rid of everything else we're doing. We need to build this. And that is going to require a lot. So, oh, actually, sorry. Before we do that, we actually need to build this. All right, so let's build that first. Let's go back and get some energy. And let's just make sure that this is building everything that we need. Now it's going to be using the big refinery. Okay. So this big refinery that you can hear is working now. And this assembler is going to be working now as well. So let's just land on the roof and we can check inside and let's make sure it's all working as intended. So the assembler is working. That's great. And if we look at the big refinery, it is refining down all of this ore Oh no, this is in the dock connector actually, so that's not where we want it to be. We want it to be in the refinery. There it is. So here's the big refinery. We can take all of that out of the dock connector and put it all in here. All right, so the refinery is working. That's really good. The survival kit, we don't need to see that anymore. So if we go to the control panel and we go to the survival kit, we can turn it off inside the inventory screen because we don't need to see it in here. We'll keep the O2 generator in here because we do want to see that, although we can't connect to it at the moment, which is a little bit frustrating because we haven't got that pipe connected that far, so we'll sort that out later. But for now, that's okay. So everything that we need is currently being made. The only thing we've got is the bore cargo, so we're going to put that in there as well. So it's all connected, so we can take the stuff out of there and put it in this big refinery. Now, that big refinery is full. So we're going to do iron first, because we want iron first. Then nickel. Actually, no, we'll do stone. Stone will go really quickly. So, and then cobalt at the end. So we're going to go iron, nickel, cobalt. But we will need, and one of the things we don't have and we are going to need, is more silicon. We're going to run out of silicon quite soon. We've got a bit, but we're going to run out. Oh, look, there's a load more cobalt there, so we'll grab that as well. Still, I can't believe from all that time ago when we mined that, we still haven't got through it all. So now this is, as you can see, this is farming out really, really quickly, which is a lot better now. We're a lot more efficient. All right, so now that's working. Now, what we want to do is we want this conveyor sorter. So we want to connect to this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull through everything. So if we go to the first conveyor sorter that we've got. Okay, we've got 2 of them here. So if we come down, there is actually on here, it's a bit low, but if we press K on this, it's going to open up conveyor sorter. So this is going to be conveyor sorter 1. Which means the next one is going to be conveyor sorter 2. Which I don't think we've built yet. No. Right, this is quite high up as well, but that's all good. We've got a port down here. Alright, so what are we missing? 37 of those construction computers. All right, so now this is going to build them. We've actually got a port under here. There we go, all done. So much quicker. There we go. So that's all built. So now all of this is done. So all we need now is this. This is the last thing we need to build. We need to make sure we've got all of the materials to build it. So we're going to build what we can. And then we're going to tell it to make the rest. And it is going to start making that really quickly. There we go. So as you can see, this assembler working much, much faster. Being able to get everything ready for us. So we're going to wait for that now. And it's also daytime, so we can go out farming again now. We've got our ship. There is a couple of things we said we wanted to put on our ship. We wanted to put some spotlights on, remember? So we're going to go ahead and grab some spotlights. And we're just going to stick them underneath on the front of this ship. So we need a couple of steel plates to be able to do that. So let's just go and grab them. We're going to come underneath here and grab these. So we're just going to grab 10 steel plates for now. We don't want to grab too many. All right, and we're going to stick these underneath. I'm thinking we'll change the color of them, make them nice and white. There we go. We'll stick one on there, and we'll stick one on there. Right, we're also going to grab the bits for that and the bits for that. And then we'll tell it to make those as well. Right now we're going to finish this. Which is almost done now. We just need a few more metal grids, which I have a feeling the metal grids are what it's making now. Perfect. Don't know what those items are. It's strange. Anyway. Grab that. That is everything we need. There is our large, and when I say large, I mean large cargo container. 421,000 unit. So, right, we're good for cargo right now. We are good for cargo. We have, as you can see, a lot of stuff here. So, let's get these light armor blocks down, shall we? We're going to need to try, I don't even know how we're going to do this. We want to try and put these underneath if we can. There we go. So, wanting to try and keep this built into the ground. A little bit difficult to get these down here. I think it'll go, but yeah, sometimes just trying to get it to snap into that right place can be a bit of a challenge. Some people did say online there is a way to do it, but yeah, I do struggle with this a little bit, but there we go. Perfect. It's kind of all we wanted. So that's all built into the ground now. That we can come underneath there. This we can come underneath here. We do still want to kind of build underneath this, if we can. Yeah, we can't really fill that up at the moment, but... Alright, let's do that. I don't know if we can get to this. There we go. So that's going to sit on there. That's the little box that sits on there. Very good. All of this is now done, and that sits on here like so. Everything's connected, and everything's working. Really good. So it's going to pull everything through. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to pull all of the ore through. That's the key to start with. So to do that, we need to turn this into another one of those converters, and it should pull everything through anyway. But let's build another one. So we've got these conveyors that we were building. So we don't want a conveyor junction. We want a conveyor sorter. Okay, now if we put that conveyor sorter on here, it's actually going to take out that, which I didn't want to do. So let me just take that out for a minute. Right, and I want to put in a conveyor sorter here instead. So it's going to go that way. Okay. Right, now I can't, sadly, grab what I need from here. So let's jump up onto here. I've got all the components I need to build this. So let's grab this. And then let's do, last thing I need to add is going to be this. That's going to go the right way. Good. Unfortunately, this isn't quite ready, so I just need to tell it what I'm building, tell it what I need. Yep, got all the parts for it, so that's good. Perfect. Now we're done. Okay, so this is going to be conveyor sorter number 1. So that's going to be the top one. This down here is going to be conveyor sorter number 2. Just go on. I use these keypads because then I know exactly which one I'm on. So that's conveyor sorter number 2. And then this one is going to be conveyor sorter number 3. So conveyor sorter number 1, we want it turned on, and we want to allow ore. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab all of the ore, all right, and we're going to add that. So it's going to push through all of the ore into the refinery. And then conveyor sorter number 2. So conveyor sorter number 2, we want to take through all of the components. We want a whitelist all of the components to come through. Okay? So the first one's going to bring just through ore. This one's going to bring through components. And then from here, once the components are done, No. Yes. Sorry. Took a moment there. And then from here, in conversal to number 3, this is going to be everything that's been built. So everything else is going to go into there. So that's fine. We can just leave that one as it is. All right. So that should now be working. So now we just need to go ahead and test it. So let's go ahead and grab everything from the base cargo that we want to put into the main cargo. So let's just have a look here. So that can go... Everything here in base cargo can literally stay in base cargo. We don't actually need to see base cargo. In fact, if I go to the control panel, base small cargo, I don't even need to show it on the inventory screen. I don't need to see it right now. Okay. I turned it off, so I was wondering why it was still there, but that's fine. Oh, it's because I'm connecting through it, that's why. All right, so everything else that we've got here. So the board dock connector. That. Wait a minute. Why can't we connect to the lot? Hold on. Hold on. Because I've got those sorters set up, it's not going to let me. And that's fine, because I'm going to remove this anyway. Let me move, because we're connected at the moment. This is in the main assembler, so that's fine. This is in the dock connector and the dock bore cargo, so that's fine. That's in the refinery. Okay, so what we'll do, just to make this super, super simple, we're just going to jump into this, because that should hopefully fix everything. We'll make sure that we've got our batteries turned on, which we have. We'll disconnect. Now we're going to fly up here. Oh. Okay. And then we can do the same thing, but here. Now, the only problem is, when we jump out at this point, you need to bear in mind, we will be on the roof. But otherwise, we'd have a little bit of problem. So, all right, we're just going to jump down here for now. We're going to have a look over here and see, well, what's going on. So the large cargo container is actually empty at the moment. We can't connect to it, and I think that is because of this. I think that is because this is set, even though it's upside down. It's turned on whitelist. Hand tools, components, ammo. We don't want ingots and ore in there. Alright, we don't want ingots and ore. So we want everything else, but we don't want ingots and ore. This one into the assembly. I guess that's going to be like that. And then this one, we want it to pull through. So what's this one going to pull through? I'll put all these upside down, which is a little bit annoying. Kind of want everything to go through here though, right? So everything needs to go through the refinery. Alright, let's check this out, have a look. Huh. Oh, there we go. I can bring it through from the bore cargo now, so Well, some stuff, not all of it. Because it won't allow everything to come through. But there's some stuff that it won't allow to come through because that stuff needs to stop at the refinery. It doesn't come through to here. So, and that's good. So everything else can come through here at the moment, just for now. That's the assembler, obviously. Yeah, so it was just the way that it was set up. So obviously I can work out the details of this later. This actual oh, there we go, we ran out of fuel. The way that I actually want this to work is it should be pulling from here into the assembler. So I probably want to move this. I think I should probably move this and put the cargo in the middle. And it should go into the assembler at the end to assemble stuff. So I think the way I did this wrong is my mistake. Refinery first because I want it to refine everything. And then from the refinery it should... But it's not going to let everything go through the refinery. So... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just reverse this and put it the other way. So I'm going to go from the cargo to the refinery, because that would make more sense, right? It would make more sense to do it that way. So it will go from the cargo, so just dump everything into the cargo. And then from there, so actually it's quite simple to fix this. I just need another cargo box, another one of these in front of the refinery. So in this corner here, I'll put another one here. And then what I'll do is I'll actually dump everything into the first box, and that will pull through into the refinery, which will pull through into here, and then finished products will be in there. That's the way I'll do it. Okay, that makes more sense. So, okay, that works for now. Let's just heal this. Okay, we're good. All right, and we've got rid of all of the other stuff. So there shouldn't actually be too much in here anymore. And I can actually now remove this because I don't need that anymore. So these were just initially to move some stuff. Oh. Alright, so I can move all of that stuff across. Perfect. Let's go and fill that up over here. Excellent stuff. That can go now. Because I don't need that anymore. It's just a storage box that can stay there on its own. Oh. Alright. We are good. Right, let's see. What is this actually making at the moment? I don't even know what I've got in production. So, nothing's in production. Alright, that's good. But now we have a lot of things available to us. So, we've got these large blocks that we can build. We've got small blocks that we can build. We've got components that we can build. We've even got equipment that we can build. So, fireworks. Tools now. We can build these much, much better tools. So... For example now, if I wanted to go for this, I would need silver. And if I wanted this, I would need platinum. So I need to find platinum for these elite tools. And I need to find silver for the next level up. So just to keep an eye out. And if we see those things, we can obviously make those tools. So silver and then platinum are the next things that we want to keep an eye out for. All right, so that's now done. So we've got our mining ship. We've now built our base out. We've built our refinery. Our refinery is going to sort things into our assembler. And our assembler is going to sort things into here. And this is going to be just our big container. That's just going to dump. We're going to dump everything into there. So that's the idea. Now, there is some stuff, unfortunately, which is stuck in a bore cargo that I can't move across at the moment. So a lot of stuff I can move across. But there's some stuff I can't move from the cargo. And the reason is because this stuff, the sorter will not allow it to come through. And so what I need to do is I actually need to move this into where it goes. And it goes in the refinery. So it will let me move it into the refinery, but it will not let me move it anywhere else. And it should actually pull it through automatically. So I'm a little bit surprised as to why it hasn't done that. Let me just have a quick look. If I go to the control panel for the sorter. So it says drain all. Maybe drain all is what I wanted. Oh yeah, there we go. Now the bore's been emptied, so it's drained everything from there. Oh, okay, so that was what I wanted to do. So now if I go to custom sorter do, drain all, say yes, and custom sorter free, drain all, say yes. All right, so now everything should be put into here. So this is this large cargo. We'll just stack everything up now. All right, so everything's nicely stacked up. We're starting to get a real selection of items, which is really nice. And we're not really short on anything at the moment, which is good. We can produce stuff when we need it. Scrolling down here, we can see the conveyor sorter actually has some stuff in it at the moment. So I guess that's waiting to go in here maybe, or no, it can go in there. So some cobalt in there. A lot of space now for this, so we can store all of this stuff in here. So that's good, including the gravel. Large cargo containers good. Everything else is good. Conveyor sorter 1 just seems to be holding on to magnesium for some reason. All right, everything's done. So now we just need to go out and find some more resources. But at the stage of the video, it's a bit shorter than the first video. We have managed to build out our base. We've got a better refinery. And so the next thing that I want to talk about, just before we go, is we talked about modules. So we currently have 3 modules available. We have a speed module, a yield module, and we have a power efficiency module. Now, we don't need power efficiency because we're on Earth. We've got plenty of power with the wind turbines. Power's not an issue. So we're only looking at speed and yield. Now, for speed, we can build those right now. But for yield, we need superconductors. And superconductor is going to need some gold. So I believe it's going to need gold. Let me just check that. So if I come to the crafting menu here, I go to production and I look up the superconductor. It needs gold. So we don't have any gold. So I can't make the yield just yet. But what I can make right now instead, I just get rid of all of the rest of this stuff I don't need. I can make these speed modules. So these I can make. So what I'm going to do right now is I can put them, I can put 4 of them on here. So what I'm going to do is just, I'll put 1 on there. I need a steel plate to be able to do it. So just going to grab some steel plates. Okay. I only kind of want to grab... Oh, I can't even grab them. Oh, because the converter only goes one way. Okay, so I have to come here to grab this now. Just grab 20 of those for now. All right, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then on this one, we can go 1, 2, 3. Now we could, I could argue this, we could actually put 1 there, and we could also, if we wanted to, rotate it and put 1 there. So we could actually double these up if you want to be really efficient. Because they only need 1 slot. And they should still work. So what we're going to do is build this out. So we'll just look at what we need. Everything's been put to work. Yeah, I don't think these need both. I think they will work on 1. I need to double check though. All items were successfully withdrawn, so that should now be working. So the refinery should be working. So let's just go and have a look at the control panel. And we're going to look at our speed module. And I believe that's going to work, but I'm not too sure if it... Oh, look, no, only half of it's working. Okay. So only half of it's working. So, yep. It was worth a try. There we go. There we go. Both of them are connected now. So that does mean, unfortunately, that this one here won't work and this one here won't work. Well, only half of it will work. All right, so let's grab another one of these. Grab the bits we need. Grab one, grab two, grab three. We have all of the parts already, so we've already got everything we need to build these. I said that, but I think I was wrong there. Okay. We're missing a few parts, so we'll get that working. All right, let's see how that works. So just missing those base plates. Oh, we've run out. So we can't make anything else at the moment because we've run out. So we've got nickel and iron. We've got enough in here, refinery. But why is that not sending it through to the assembly? So the assembler should be getting that. All right, let's check that out and find out why it's not working. So the refinery is here. Should be sending through components. Can kind of leave all of that. We don't need that. Yeah, so components should be going through. It should be draining all. Or putting all through. I need to figure out why this isn't working, and I'll have a look at that in a minute. But for now, that should be... That should be going into the assembler. So custom sorter 2, whitelist components. Well, it's definitely the components that we've got there. Not ingots. Whitelist components. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Do you know what? For now, just for now, to make this easier, I'm just going to remove this. I'll figure this out. I'll come back to it. But for now, we're just going to remove it. All right, let's just grab a normal tube for now. So we're going to go for a normal conveyor tube. Yeah, we'll figure that out. There we go. Right, that should work now with no issues whatsoever. We'll do the same with this one. Just going to get rid of it. There's actually a few bits that will be in.
Inventory full.
Kept in there. Okay. Okay. What do I need here? 4 motors. All right. Let me have a look for 4 motors. Wait, I need 4 motors? Did I not just pick those up? Oh, no, because I'm full. Okay. Right, let's grab them. Let's put all of this other stuff that I don't need in here. I just need these motors. All right. So now that will work into there. That will work into there. So, okay. At least that should work with no more problems. All right. So now it's just a case of pulling this stuff in from here. So what I should do, hopefully, if this works, and hopefully it will work, is this should pull through everything. So, okay, let's see how this works. So if I do this, conveyor sorter 1 should active filter whitelist everything. So that should pull everything through. Or OMO components, ingots, and hand tools. I've already added ore, so that's already on there. I wonder if I just leave this off if everything gets pushed through it. But alright. Oh, that should work. Okay, now I should be able to move everything around. So, in the refinery, that is there. In the assembler, let's just check this is working. There we go. Everything is now in the assembler that we need to be in there. So, that all works. I can put all of this stuff now into here. This should have just been pushed through. I don't know why it wasn't working, but it is what it is. I don't want to leave it in the refinery, but it's fine. That's fine. Okay, so that works. Good. So the idea now is when we come in here, it should automatically dump everything into the refinery, assemble everything, and then leave it in this box for us. All right, so there is our production chain. That works. Let's just heal ourselves up. So now we need to go and find some silver. We need to find some gold. And then we just need to finish building our base. And our base is pretty much done. There's just a couple of little things that I'd like to add to it. And then we need to build a bigger ship. Now, you can start to build rovers. You can start to build, like, ground ships. And there's a lot of really good tutorials online that will teach you how to do that. Ultimately, all I'll say is if you're going to build a rover, you want to build a platform first. Then on top of that platform, you want to put a landing gear and then build the frame on the landing gear. And that's how you're going to want to build all ships. And I'll talk about that because in the next video, we're going to build a bigger ship. So we're going to build a ship platform. But eventually, you'll build welders. And the welders will actually print ships for you. So you'll be able to create a blueprint. And from that blueprint, you can just create multiple versions of that ship if you need to. And that's going to be the kind of goal here. So this is like our little production factory that we've got going on right now. But we are going to need to get some more material. So the only thing I want to do here, which is just a little bit frustrating for me at the moment, is rather than having this block down here, like this tube, I'm actually going to put, if I say a conveyor junction. I think that's what I'm going to put in. I think I'm going to put that in instead. So I think I'm going to remove this block. Oh, no, 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 no. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I want to put this in instead. I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just come up here, shall we? So, oh, that's quite funny. All right, let's just bring this back down. Okay. Oh dear. If I drop this, then that whole thing's going to fly off, so...
Inventory full.
Well, that was an accident, wasn't it? All good fun. Right, let's just put that in there for now. Pick that up, and yeah, let's pretend that never happened, shall we? All right. So what we were trying to do is use a conveyor sorter. So conveyor sorters can be configured only to pass specific items through or stop specific items from passing through. Sorters can be used to filter out unwanted materials or collect specific items in a container. So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted, right? So, to put that in here like so, to go that way. Let's grab that stuff out of there. Okay, right, now I'm just going to move this ship forward just a smidge. Leave that there for a minute. I'm just going to... Okay, that was what I meant to do. So let's just grab that connector again. And we'll put it back up here, because that was what we were trying to do. Build what we can. And then there were a few materials that we left behind. Can't actually see where they went, though. Well, that's strange. Whatever. So there's a few materials that are missing here. That's fine. We'll take this stuff out of here because we don't need it anymore. And instead, we'll just grab this. And from here, we can now come across to this. Oh, no. See, this is a conveyor, isn't it? So we can't... I was hoping we could have accessed this, but it won't actually let us access it. So what I'm missing is an access port. So... Okay, we'll figure this out. We basically want access. So the idea here being that the access, so this is going to conveyor, so the conveyor thing here is going to push this down into here. We can't select anything at the moment, so... Maybe what we should do, for the purpose of just using this, maybe we should put like a small storage up here. I don't really want another storage though, to be honest. Okay. We'll come to that later. I don't think it's too much of an issue at the moment, but we definitely wanted like another connector or something. We'll come back to that. But the idea is we want a way to be able to access our inventory. We can do it from the ship. So that's fine. For now, we'll figure this out later. We'll put towers up. We'll sort stuff out. We'll do all that later. But for now, there we go. So if we dock and we connect and we press 8, now we're connected. If I press I should be able to access everything. And if I want to pull something from there... Oh, no, that's Mr. Husker. I don't want that. There we go. I should be able to pull this. No, I cannot. Oh, of course I can't. I can't pull it back out. But then I won't want to. I wouldn't want to pull anything back out. That's because the converter is just pulling everything in. So... That's actually doing its job. That's okay. That's what it's meant to do. So this is just a drop-off point. And that will be from this terminal here. From here, I will say that I want it to whitelist ingots and ore. And any components that I've got as well, I guess. Because that's what I'm going to want. That's all that's going to come through here, right? So that conveyor sorter is going to whitelist all of that stuff and push it through. And then if I want to put more conveyor belts and stuff off this in the future, I can do that. So I guess if I wanted to put in that small cargo box, that's something that I can put in here. I need a interior plate to build that, which is fine. Let me just come down here and grab one. So I'm not going to be able to grab it from there, so let me just grab it from here. Right, grab that interior plate. And then what I want to do is just put this box down here. I thought I just picked that up. Did I not? Oh, I'm not on me anymore. So, whoops. Interior plate. Give that to myself. Okay. Just rotate that so it's in the right orientation. Right, now what we're going to do is say we want to build this. Come down here, grab all the parts for it. And now we're going to build this small... There we go. That's better. Right, so that's going to work now. How I intended it to work. Alright, so all I need to do now is just grab this block. And let's jump out. Oh, I need oh, okay, so it won't let me place there, which is interesting. But I can place there, and then there, and then there, and then there, and then there. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. So now we've got a platform, which is nice. Just what I wanted. And if I want to, I can build out from here as well. And give myself like a little ramp. So I've got like a little pad to walk on, but I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. There we go. And then I can jump in my ship from here. Perfect. There we go. Look at that. There's our base. So all built out so far. Nice. All right, let's leave here. So we're going to disconnect and go forward. And now if we look at our inventory, our ship is empty. Unfortunately, we're not, but that's fine. All right, so we've kind of done everything that we needed to do today. That was today's goal. So the next thing that we want to do, I'm just going to land this ship down here for a minute. Just because I want to come down for a second. Okay. There we go. I can turn that off. So I can't park it, but I can turn the engine off. All right, so that's there. The ship's on the floor. It's looking good. The ship works. The next thing I'm going to want to do, everything here is built, so I don't need anything else here. But the next thing I'm going to look at is I want to build that medical room that we saw earlier. So I can start to get ready to build that medical room. Also, this cargo container, I'm going to need to get rid of it at some point. It's not really serving me anymore, so let's just grab the stuff out of this. Except for the gravel. Do you know what? I'm just going to jump the gravel on the floor because I just don't need gravel. It's just no need for gravel. Gravel's a bit of a waste. All right, and let's destroy this. Excellent. And now we can look at building our new survival kit. So we're actually going to need to get rid of this survival kit to build our new one because our new one's going to be quite big. But our new one's actually going to go just here. So in order to do that, I need to move.
Inventory full.
Oh, this gravel's the bane of my life. Let's dump it over here instead.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's grab that as well. There we go. All right, so here we go. This is going to be our new survival kit. So we can get ready to start building it, but we are going to need 15 medical components. So that is one thing we're going to need. So make sure we're not building anything. Come over here, click on this. Come over to the refinery, and we can tell it to build all of the parts we need it to build. So that's fine. So we can access everything we need from this door here. So this is the ground level. That's the top level. So we're going to have another docking port on this end. So we can either dock on our accommodation, or we can dock up there if we're just going to be dealing with nothing else but this. All right, let's see what we've got and what we need. So definitely need some more interior plates. That's going to build quite quickly for us though, so we can carry on here. Again, already much of that is being built. As you can see, much quicker. Now, I do need some metal grids, and that's going to take a bit of time. A few other things. But overall, definitely going quicker. And I haven't even finished putting all of the speed and stuff on here yet. So this has only got one speed module on it. There's definitely space to put another couple on there. Just, we can get a little bit more. Alright, so now we just need the medical component. So that's all that's missing now. Now, the problem with the medical components is to be able to produce these, we need silver. So we actually need to go out and find some silver now. Silver's going to do two things. One, it's going to allow us to build better tools. Because remember before I said we wanted to build better tools, but we need silver for that. So silver is the next thing on our list of things to find. And then we'll be able to finish building this medical room. And then we can kind of encapsulate this and we can put it inside here. So that'll be pretty cool once it's done. And then we can get rid of this survival kit. We don't need the survival kit anymore because this will become our new regeneration. And also, it's got an appearance changer on it. So we'll be able to change clothes. We'll have our little port here. We've still got our battery there, which is charging. So that's good. We've still got our O2 thing there. So that's good. But we're going to leave this for now because this is the only survival thing that we've got for now. We don't want to remove that. But yeah, just know that we're working towards getting rid of that. So, I guess we can go out and have a quick little tour. There's still... Oh, I've got some gravel on me still. We've got some more bits on us, so let's just get rid of these bits up here. So this little cargo container for now, the small one, this is where we're going to put the gun, because we don't want the gun. It's also where we're going to put the credits for now, and we'll put the data pad. We don't need any of that stuff, and also those power kits. Perfect. We can finish building these off, because we didn't do this with a refinery, so let's just see what we need to build that. So 43 steel plates. Have we got enough to do that? Yep. All right, and then this one. So same thing. What do we need? Grab that. A few things we need to make. So we'll put that into production. That was all made. That quick. Done. All right, so now we've got all the speed going on the refinery. We've got the speed going on here. I think we can do this. If I look at the speed module. If I look at the speed module, I do believe that will work, but only half of it will work. So I need some steel to be able to do this. So let's just grab a steel plate. I think this will work, but I think only half of it will work. So we're going to try it. Put one on that side. And then we'll just flip that round and put one on that side. And yeah, let's just sit on the roof here for a second and check this out. So, looking for some bits. Have enough for that one. Looking for some bits. Have enough for that one. Just make what we're missing. Steel plates is all we need. Everything's been put into production. And again, that should be really quick now. There we go. Just a few more. Put up to 100%. And that one as well. There we go. So I think half of that's going to work. So the green one's going to work, but the yellow one won't. So I think we're only getting... we're getting an extra 100% that we would have otherwise got if we hadn't have used them, but we're losing some of it as well. All right. We're good. So what we'll do now, we'll just go out for one quick final little spin just before we head off. Making sure this is empty. We've got nothing else on us. We've got some pads there, but that's fine. In fact, just before we head out, we should probably just fill up one last time on our hydrogen. And that's nice and easy. We'll just grab that in here, put it in. That's done. That's all in the refinery now, so kind of everything's there that needs to be in there. We can run across here. Dump everything that we don't need on us. And then... I do want to actually take out... Just want to take out 4... let's just take out 6 of these. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to make a couple of ramps. So we'll go 1, 2. We'll go 3, 4. And then here, what we need to do is... I don't want to do like an inverted corner, really. Huh. Oh, hold on. Ah, it's that gravel. Do you know what? I'm going to go all the way over here and just... Oh, that'll find me later. I'm sure that will find me later. There we go. Just dump out that gravel. And now we've got a way to jump up here, a way to jump down this side. And yeah, we're pretty good. So it's a little starter base. There's still some stuff to do. We need some silver. Silver is now what is on our agenda. So let's head out and grab that. All right, we're going to jump into here. Turn our ship on. We've got enough power. So we're going to have a look over here to start with. And if you remember, we saw over here before, there was a few things that we saw. We saw cobalt, we saw iron, and we saw nickel, which was great. So there's the iron, we can see that. There's the cobalt, there's the nickel. Normally you only get 3 things, roughly. Like you might get some more, but normally you only get about 3 things. So we'll have a little look over here, but I don't think there's going to be anything else there. But I do remember seeing, I don't remember where it was, there was another one quite nearby. So that was the first one we saw, and there it is there. There's another patch over here. So let's go and have a look what's on this patch. So there should be another 3 resources. But I don't know what it's going to be, and I'm really, really hoping there's some silver here. It's a bit hit and miss, so we'll have to just check. But we're hoping for some silver, so let's have a look. As we get a little bit closer, we get nice and low. There's some silicon, so that's nice to have. Okay, so we've got silicon. Magnesium, silicon. Okay. That might be all we have here. Magnesium and silicon. Okay. And ice. All right. Magnesium, silicon, and ice. So we're just going to go ahead now because we're here. We're going to press I. Go across here. We're going to set a new thing. And we're going to say ice, silicon, magnesium. All right. That's what's there. That's cobalt, iron, and nickel. And then we've got ice on its own. All right. So there's our markers. So not what we kind of needed at the moment. We're not really worried about any of that. So we can just go out and keep looking. Again, we can go up. We've got loads of time. There's another patch over there. We can just see it in the distance. There's another patch to the left as well. So this is good. There's a couple of patches here. The downward thrusters, we're using gravity to take us down. And so it's going to take a little bit of time to... We don't have any downward thrusters. So if we go up too high, we're going to struggle to get back down again. We need to be within 50 meters, really, so we need to go nice and low. All right, let's see what we can find here. We're just about jumping into range. So they should start to show up now. There's some gold. That's amazing. Okay, so gold is normally quite a lot deeper, so that's good that that's there. That might be the only thing that we have here, so we're just going to mark that. We're actually going to go down and grab that as well, because then we can get some better tools. Oh, we need platinum, don't we? We don't have platinum. And there's silver! Yes, there's our silver. All right, let's grab the silver. That's absolutely perfect. Just what we needed. Now, gold and silver normally sits a lot lower, so you have to be a lot lower to the ground to find it. But there's the gold, and I'm not sure where the silver's gone. There's the gold. Where's the silver? There's the silver. Huh. All right, here we go. So, that did just say the silver was down there. I definitely saw it. It's a bit elusive. There we go, 60, 65, 60. All right, so it's definitely down there. We are just going to go straight down for this. That's a long way down. We've got the ability to do this, so it's absolutely fine. We don't want to lose any of this, so when we get down this far, we want to be careful as we get closer. We don't want to right-click and destroy all the silver, because silver and gold is going to be limited in its quantities. The more rarer the resource, the less there is of it. So we're not going to find a huge amount. There it is. We can start to see it. The silver's coming through. So now we're just going to pick all of this up. Now, I did mention we want to get rid of this stone because we have a lot of stone here. So we can just put that into our inventory and drop it. Do the same on this side. Now, we don't actually want to do that, though. Then we can right-click, go forward. We don't really want to... do you know what? At the moment, I think that's fine. We're going to head back out. We're not going to risk too much more. We've got enough for now. What we're going to do, we're actually just going to turn ourselves around. There we go. It's going to make it a lot easier for us to get out. Perfect. And we can go and grab the gold as well. So there's some gold down here as well. So that was the one hole. And then we'll go this way for the gold. Again, as soon as we see that start to change, right, we can start to see the gold coming through. There it is. So just a small little vein of gold here. We don't want the stone, so we're just going to dump that out. Alright, we'll get rid of that. And let's head back up. So, we've got a little bit of gold. We've got a little... It's not much gold, but we've got a little bit of gold. We've still got quite a bit of stone, to be fair. We've got a little bit of silver. We can come back and get some more later. We know it's here now. Try not to bash the ship up too much. Alright, there's those two holes. So, again, gold and silver does sit a lot lower, so it's harder to find. You need to be a lot closer to the ground to see it. But there it is. We've got some gold and we've got some silver. So we also know where the silicon is, the magnesium is, the ice is. We've got the cobalt, the iron, and the nickel. This is actually a fantastic location. Really, really good to have everything so close. You might have to find stuff here and there, and you might have to go a little bit further out. And that's okay if you do. Just accept that it's a little bit of a trial and error trying to figure stuff out. All right, so making sure we don't crash into our wind turbine, because that would be really, really sad if we did that. We're going to come down. And we're just going to line ourselves up. Well, I didn't say we're going to line ourselves up properly, but yeah, there we go. And we're on. We press number 8. Our batteries are almost fully charged, so we're fine there. And then everything, there we go, it's all been moved. So straight away, it is in the refinery, it is being refined, and we are getting the materials that we need. We've got the medical comps are now being made, because we've got the silver to be able to do that. So that's great. We don't have enough silver, though. We still need a lot more, but it's being processed. So it's just a bit of time. As that silver gets processed, it's going to make everything that we need there. So that's great. If we go across to the production tab and we have a look at our tools, we're also now going to be able to make, we don't have the platinum, but we do have enough to make these. So I think it's a good opportunity for us to first of all start with the, for this one. So we've got this grinder, because that's going to be good to make. We can make that early on. We're going to make the proficient hand drill, so we can do that, and we're going to make the welder as well. So there's the 3 tools that we want to make. We'll make those there, and then we'll be able to pick these up. So they're now in the inventory. So we're going to go ahead and grab these. So let's just... oh, we can't grab them from here. Sorry, we can't. We have to come out. So let's jump out of our ship. Careful, because we're going to fall. Have to make sure we press X. Don't forget to do that. Now, we can't grab them because this is a conveyor belt. But what we can do is come across to here and grab them from here instead. There we go. Perfect. So now we have these tools, and we can simply come down here.
Inventory full.
Yes, this is becoming our little stockpile. We'll just chuck out the tools we don't want there. And we're just going to have this as a little dumping ground where we can just get rid of all the stuff we don't want for now. All right. Coming up to here. Still don't have enough of the bits that we need. We need to press G again, and we need to go back to our character tools, because now we're using level... So we had the basic level 1, then we had, well, level 0, level 1, level 2, and level 3, if you like. So now we're on level 2 tools. So a bit better. Still need those medical comps, though, and at the moment, we're almost there. Just need 3 more. There we go, all done. And now this has been built. And because this has been built, it now means that we can remove this. There's nothing in here. But that's obsolete. We don't need it. The reason we don't need it is because this is now our respawn. Now, the only problem is at the moment is that is not connected up because we need to connect it up to this. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to remove this, which is our hydrogen there. And we're going to grab this, so our HO2, H2O. And this can actually be placed on top here, because this has got one on the bottom, as well as on the 2 sides. So we'll just rotate that around, so that we've got it where we want it. And that will be fine just there. We'll build out what we can. And then we'll just pick up this stuff that we dropped, which is going to be the ice. We can't grab all of it, but we'll grab what we can. And we'll just chuck that ice into there. We'll also chuck in the bottle as well. I've got quite a lot of ice to get rid of, so just chuck that in there. Chuck the oxygen bottle in with it. And happy days, that is now all done. So that's all finished. That's all good. We'll come across to here. We'll just dump off everything we don't need. And this is also now done and finished. What we can do is we can actually run a tube. So this is the next thing that we can do. We can actually run a tube underneath here, all the way along here, and into the bottom of this. So that'll be the next job, and the next thing for us to do will be to run a tube under here. So then that will connect this to this. And then that's it. That's pretty much the last part of what we need to do. This will stay obviously isolated because this is our wind turbine, so that's okay. And yeah, this is going to become our little living quarters. So let's just pop into here. And there's some stuff that we've managed to pick up along the way. So we've got a nice little tuxedo helmet there. We've got some other items if we want to. So we can left click to equip them. So if we want to put on some different shoes, whatever we want to put on, we can wear. Different gloves. We can even change the color of our suit if we want to. So if we want to go a different color, we can do that. Change the saturation of it. Change the value of it. So if we wanted to go for a complete black suit with white, we can do that. Looks pretty cool. Got a nice helmet there. Can even go for like a tuxedo suit if we want to put a tuxedo on instead, with some tuxedo gloves. So now we are all dressed up. We are the part. Looking at our tools, we've got ourselves a rainbow welder or a leopard print welder. We'll go with that one. Remember this, we've got the newspaper grinder. If we want to put the newspaper grinder or the badger grinder. I think we'll go for the newspaper grinder. Nothing on the drills and nothing on the rival on there, but we can also choose between a male and a female character if we want to, which is pretty cool. So there's our character, and there's our tools. So we can go ahead and OK that. And now, as you'll see, if we run around, yeah, there's our new character. So, a little few things that we've been able to do today, just to have a little bit of a play and get ourselves up to speed. We are now a lot more efficient. A lot more efficient. And in fact, if I come back in here now, because this is now connected up, I can get my H2 connected up now because it's connected to the bit above it. So yeah, we've managed to do a lot of work here. Now, obviously, you might look at this and go, oh, I can't stand this layout. I don't like the way you've built it. And that's the brilliant thing about this game, is you can build it however you want. You can build it so it's efficient for you. You might have a much better idea of how to do something. And that's great, because that's the whole purpose of this, is that you can build it how you want. But now you know the process of going from your starter pod to your starter base to what is now going to become your main base. So now what we've managed to build here is something very efficient that has a lot of storage capability and really just the ability for us to do whatever it is that we need to do now. We can refine anything we want. We have the ability to assemble anything we want. And so now all we need to do is go and farm some more resources, build a better ship, something that's going to take us out to orbit. And that's kind of what we're going to do in the next video. We're going to look to get into space because, you know, we're about 6 hours in now, and I think we're ready to leave the planet. So we've kind of achieved everything we need to achieve here. Again, just having a look at the production, there is a lot of stuff we can build here. There's hangar doors. We can do a lot with this. And you can really start to have fun with this as you go through and realize just all of the stuff that can be built. Broadcast centers, buttle panels. There's a lot that we can do. Cameras. We could put a reversing camera on our ship if we wanted to. That's going to make it a lot easier for us. So we can build that if we want to as well. The blueprint for that shows us what we need. Just so many different things. Control seats, toilet seats even. As we go through, we can now start to build these stairs. We've got freight that we can build. There's a lot of really cool stuff. We've got stacked barrels, so we can start to really build up our resources. Statues that we can build. Numbers that and letters that we can add, as well as wall signs, passages, different storages, different walkable. There's a shower that we can build, so obviously we're going to put that in our habitat later when we do that. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Neon tubing and neon signs that you can build, different exhaust pipes and things, different corridors. Then we go down into the ships and we can do the rover parts or the wheels and things like that. We've got the ore detector and all the basic stuff, hydrogen tanks. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. Antenna dishes. We can even start to build planters. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. AI we can build into this game now. Automation sensors. Again, so you grinders and welders, we can put these on the wall. Firework launcher. We've got artillery that we can build. So yeah, we've got a storefront that we can build, an ATM that we can build. We can start to buy and sell stuff. We've got our thrusters. So now we need to build our hydrogen thrusters. That's going to be next, because hydrogen thrusters, we'll use atmospheric thrusters to get us up to the atmosphere, and then we'll swap over to hydrogen thrusters to get us out into orbit. And that will get us out of the gravitational pull of the planet. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. Vending machines that you can build, dispensaries. We've already gone through the modules and things like that. There's also twin-bladed turbines. So the first wind turbine that we had, we've now got the twin-bladed wind turbine. So anyway, lots of small blocks there that we can look at. Lots of components. The equipment that we've already looked through, so lots of stuff to play with there. The tools that we've looked through. Now got a lot more weapons, rocket launchers. We've got rifles, other stuff that we can build. Different ammunition now that we can play with. And yeah, just a lot of stuff. And then the build planner, obviously. So a lot of stuff that we've uncovered already. And it's unfortunately getting to night time. So as we sit here looking out over half day, half night on this beautiful planet that we're living on, as we look over our mining ship, we're going to say goodnight. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this useful. But for now, we're going to call it a day. I think we've achieved quite a lot. And we're just going to jump into our ship, ready for the next stream, which at point we will be going to build a new ship. So we need to build a platform to build a new ship. And that ship is going to be the one that's going to get us out into orbit. We could use this one. This one will get us out there. We just need to put a few more thrusters on it. But we'll see how we go. We might just build another one, keep this as our mining ship. Because it's obviously got the mining thing on the front, and we don't really need to take that. It's quite heavy. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that we've done so far. Thanks for watching. Again, if you get the opportunity to, I'd be very grateful if you can just leave me a comment and let me know what you think of the video. And also, what do you think of the game? If you've got anything you want to share, please let me know. I'll look forward to reading it. Otherwise, I will speak to you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.